Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins, no, it is not an episode of Open Dojo. This is the BSS podcast, episode 115 of them. God damn, 115. We are here. I'm joined up here with amazing friends here on the panel, the BSS generals. We just wanted to say what's up to everybody. Hope you guys are having a good evening. And you can join us on all of our social media platforms. I'm just getting the business out of the way like we normally do. Hit up our link tree. You guys can check out all of our social media platforms where we have a growing community there. Join our Discord. Shout out to all our Bankai, Shikai members here on YouTube. Our Patreon. We got great things going on there. And just to show that we got motion. We got motion. Fellas, how you guys doing today?
Well, since I'm not the one asking the question, I can answer immediately and not wait with a moment of silence for like 20 seconds. Yeah, I'm chilling, very, very busy per usual, as people I'm sure know. I just think it's funny that the top topic that's been going on the last couple days is the halftime show. I'm like, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but apparently it is.
Yeah, it has the good, the bad, the ugly, but we'll get into that later.
You sad, Riddell.
Hey, one thing I will say, since we're probably not going to talk about it on the podcast, there's a new banger on Shonen Jump. I'm not the new manga, the wrestling manga is cool, but I'm talking about Underdoctor. I genuinely really, really like this manga, and I'm kind of concerned because it's very wordy. I'm like not Hunter x Hunter wordy, but there's a lot of text. But I feel like if you like Doctor Stone, you might like this manga with how intelligent it is. Not the theme, because it's about a guy who's a medical doctor, but he's also an assassin. So it's way darker. So it's like Sakamoto Days type when it comes to our main character. I think Underdoctor is really good. Read it.
How's random? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all living?
I'm good. I'm good. It's like it's been a rough start to the week for me, but it's also at the same time it's like of all the things we gotta I know Riddell threw the chum out there, all the things we gotta talk about with all the things that just happened over the last 5 days. 13 minutes of a halftime show is what people are on mad about, and sure we'll have the conversation, but bro, 5 days ago and within the last 5 days, Trump went full racist. He hasn't been doing that already. I'm just saying.
How you doing, man?
Hey guys, I've been doing really good, man. Super Bowl came out. Terrible game. The performance was whatever. Been listening to the J. Cole album, been enjoying that. You know what I'm saying? My boy Baby Keem announced his new album February 20th. Looking forward to that. Blessed and highly favored. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not religious, I feel great. I'm alive. Another day. Just been chilling, playing games, watching anime, and doing the usual. But these two niggas are sad for different reasons, though. Riddell is sad, and his is quick. Riddell knew this was going to be a divisive performance, especially given the field that he occupies. So I'm not letting him say that bullshit of, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Riddell knew it was going to be this bad. He knows where he lives.
Can I rephrase then? Can I rephrase?
Sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Clean it up.
Clean that shit up.
See, I always have to work in different markets, right? I have to put on different masks. I knew this was going to be a big deal in the political space, for sure.
For sure.
I didn't think it was going to be as big of a deal in the average normie space. I didn't realize they were going to have the same type of conversations. I didn't think it was going to translate as much. I thought it was going to be whether you like it or don't like it. But it seems like people are actually having real conversations on whether or not. I mean, perfect example. Jake Paul tweeted about it, which caused a huge stir. And then Logan Paul, and then Logan Paul said, I don't agree with you. So I didn't expect it to go like that. Is what I meant.
For sure. And then this nigga sad because random. You would be arguing about Mashoko Tensei and Apothecary Diaries and all of that shit, and you're justified in doing that. Let motherfuckers be mad at what they want to be mad about.
I look, I got you. It's not even about. It's more about my. We literally just talked about it. It's more about my family. That's
Mm,
that's the part. It's like, look, I'm African. Okay, so obviously I'm an
duh.
immigrant. So, but so it's like we never mind. It's just like we not we just
Got him.
what the fuck are we doing right now? That's where I was at. That's why I was so annoyed. Like for real, for real. This is this. Okay, that's why I was like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Santa, when did you plan on having a convo? Can we get it out the way?
It's our second topic because
Okay,
I
so
do
that's
want to cover. You know what? Transition. So let's go straight into the Super Bowl. So this weekend, Super Bowl just went down. Super Bowl Sunday, where the Seahawks literally dog walked the Patriots, completely annihilated them. Shout out to my boy Lonnie, who's still recovering from that
hmm
ass beating. What were your guys' thoughts on the game?
I'll go
I
first as
I
far as
mean,
X's and O's because I don't know the sport. I thought the game was ass just because I'd kind of grown accustomed to like high scoring games, but I can appreciate the fact that both those defenses were playing their heart out. The defenses were doing really well. I believe until the second half, all of the Seahawks points had come from like field goals, which to me like is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Only being able to rack up those 3 point conversions. Outside of that, just football. It was cool. I wish the Patriots would have kind of won. I was with Lonnie in that regard. They unfortunately lost because whoever was Drake May's O line, them niggas need to get lynched. They could have had me out there. They weren't on shit.
Jesus.
They weren't on shit. Like people saying, "Oh, he wasn't making the right decisions. He wasn't making the right." That's fine. When you don't have time because you literally have people who are 6'3", 700 pounds and not worth anything, I wouldn't expect you to be able to make the right decision under that kind of pressure. But it is what it is. I thought the game was mid. I'd say it was like a 6. I don't think it was as bad as people are making it out to be. It was just a good defensive game.
Yeah, there's been worse blowouts. I'm gonna be pretty quick with it, and I'm gonna kind of talk around the Super Bowl because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch it because I didn't care. I didn't care at all. I was with Ty 100%. This Super Bowl had no aura, it had no storylines. There's nobody I
oh
really
yes it
cared about.
did.
No storyline.
Yes, it did. Sam
In
Darnold's
terms of,
redemption. That's a
all right,
huge
sure, sure,
storyline.
sure.
Yeah, and the
In
young
terms
lion that could have possibly, you know what I'm saying, made his
Okay,
mark.
okay. Maybe no is an exaggeration. It was a bit hyperbolic, but I was talking about in comparison
It's
to other Super Bowls.
it's
So
like
it
if it's
wasn't as
like
high
if
profile.
the side story, if like a side story character gets highlighted a little bit.
And
Yeah. I mean, if people cared, fine. I didn't personally. And I didn't I like a couple players, like I like Kenneth Walker, I like JSN. Um, but for the most part, I didn't really care who won in particular. So yeah, I wasn't yeah, this is a point I wanted to make real quick. Um, yeah, I don't abide by I don't abide by the idea that you can't just watch because you were interested in specific things and you only can watch, and I'm not saying that's what Lonnie's saying, you only can watch if you care about the sport inherently. I don't believe in that. I like football. I know a lot about football. I can break it down. Same with basketball. If I don't care about who's playing, if I don't care about the players, if I don't care about the substance of the game, I'm not going to watch it. I don't care about it that much.
that's fair.
So,
Me personally, I was like I'm with Miles. The game was mid. You clearly saw the Patriots deficiencies. I was just shocked at the Patriots game plan because I did believe that they would have a coaching advantage going into the game. Like Josh McDaniels done coached in like 12 of these things. So I was like, if anybody could figure out a way to get over the deficiencies, he could have, but they were straight up out coached. And I felt so bad for Christian Gonzalez in particular because bro, when you're talking about a number 0
Yeah,
on the page, like when you're talking about a dude who played his heart out and like that, I just felt bad because my goodness, man, you're telling me there were no answers at all. You couldn't try anything, and the only time you could score was when Seattle's like, bro, we up 28 or whatever the fuck it was. Like we good. yeah, I was just really shocked by that because I thought the Seattle was going to win comfortably. I just thought it was going to be kind of close. Like I'm talking like 28-17, where yeah, sure they won, but you knew who the better team was, but not like this. But I mean, if you're the Patriots, like y'all, like Lonnie said, y'all weren't supposed to be here, but you can't put up a performance like that and then try to throw that excuse out. No, Drake May was bad. It was probably the worst game we've ever watched him play. And it was like, come on now. Like we can't have that, especially and then no, especially the fact you're literally one vote away from being the MVP. I disagree with Riddell. I was highly interested in Sam Darnold's storyline. I mean, the fact that he could be the first guy to win a championship from his stacked quarterback class, like he's the guy that does it. He's literally the quintessential underdog or comeback story because Miles, when I'm telling you, bro, was booty cheeks with the Jets. When like little people are literally calling him a bust, and to see his journey to get to be a world champion, they make movies out of that. They make movies out of that, and obviously everything else that comes along with it. Obviously, could Drake May win a Super Bowl? Now all of a sudden, are we talking about him in places where, let's be honest, he shouldn't be in terms of the hierarchy with quarterbacks and all that? I think there were a few things that were interesting, especially with the stuff with Tom Brady before the Super Bowl and how he really wasn't picking a side. Even though I think Tom Brady just didn't want to be like, yeah, y'all ain't gonna win. I think there were a few in there. Is it okay? Is it if you want to compare it to last year with like Mahomes three-peating? Okay, fine. But at the same time, I don't think there were. I think there were still very compelling storylines. And like Sam Darnold, like he's cemented now. He's done something that the two-time MVP did it, the one-time MVP did it, Baker did it. Like I think he's cemented himself in a way right now that, and with that team's good enough to go again. So if Sam Darnold does it again, if he plays just like he does, we could be having very serious conversations about him. But who knows? Who knows? But I just think people are being kind of unfair because it's not Patrick Mahomes, and maybe that was something the NFL could have done to get better, but this was still at least. And I'm not going to say if you really love the game, if you really look at it, I still think there were some compelling parts to this.
Yeah, I mean it's sport. Like it's there are gonna have compelling aspects. I do kind of agree with Riddell though, in terms of the 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 aura or the storylines or the narratives, whatnot, from a mainstream perspective, they were definitely not there. It's this honestly was a game for like I don't want to even want to say diehards. But I mean, halfway through the game, I mean, we were saying 9-0. Oh, it's a blowout. Like the Patriots can't do anything. I mean, I can respect people saying like I'm done with the game. Like all the marquee names that people are accustomed to seeing or that they know about aren't there. Your Patrick Mahomes, your Lamar Jacksons, your Joe Burrows, damn, even your Jalen Hurts. Like they're not there. I mean, shout out to the Seahawks. They played amazing on one side of the ball. The other side, don't turn it over. I mean, Sam Darnold played the Alex Smith game. Don't turn the ball over, be safe, and win the game on defense. Kenneth Walker, shout out, Super Bowl champion. I mean,
He was
Super Bowl
cooking.
champion, Super Bowl MVP. He was completely destroying their defensive line, like obliterating. He literally looked like Le'Veon Bell with how patient he was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Patriots. What's his name? Will Campbell. He is getting fried because I think somebody said it, and I can't remember who. But when you watch a football game and you can notice how bad an offensive line is playing, like you're playing really really bad. He was getting beat all night. Was Drake May had Lonnie crushing out crazy at the point that me and Random were even talking about put Gonzalez at quarterback, try something.
Yo,
Yeah, we were
Like
at one point we were just being nasty. Like try
it was
something, bro.
bad. Do something. Like you c- and what Random said in terms of coaching, I agree with because from the beginning of the game, it was almost like they were playing scared the entire
Mhm.
time. Like everything was checked down. I mean, sure, I understand that they couldn't stop the blitz for not even a blitz. They couldn't stop four at all. But you gotta try something.
I mean,
And they
to be fair, this is another part of the conversation. If you're a football diehard, you would at the very least want a good game. I think a lot of people who've analyzed the playoffs all year this year, realized the Patriots were not going to provide a good game. They just weren't. They were not good all playoffs, and especially that offense. And to expect that offense to go up against an elite defense like the Seahawks and finally figure it out. I mean, Sam Darnold just had to play better than a backup quarterback, CJ who played awful, and Herbert that played awful. And fortunately for him, he was able to lean on the run game with Kenneth Walker. It's just it didn't really provide that intrigue of like this is going to be a comp game. If it was the Broncos and Seahawks with Bo Nix healthy, that might have had a little bit more intrigue of a
I,
comp game with two elite defenses and two quarterbacks trying to prove something. But the Patriots have been bad all playoffs.
do you think the Patriots don't have an elite defense? Because I would argue that they do.
I mean, it's good. It's above average, very good. I think they were good at turning the ball over in the playoffs in particular. But I think a lot of what happened throughout this playoffs is more so the other side of the offense was playing bad versus the Patriots were doing anything unique as a defense.
If I remember correctly, the Patriots had a good scoring defense, which Miles, which means like they stop other teams from scoring. Like they're very good at that. So that's what I just thought. I think obviously they have a
You
very
know what
high.
defense is, random?
No. But it's like scoring. There's different like scoring defense. So I was trying to say that because okay, never mind.
You,
Okay,
you
'cause
good,
good,
bro.
you good.
I'm
You're
not, I'm not
good.
trying. I'm not trying to get
We
nasty.
messing with you, bro.
Yeah. But obviously they got good pieces. They had their chances early in that Super Bowl too. Like Nick Wright brought it up on First Things First. I wonder how that game would be. Remember that one that went off, not Gonzalez, but I think it's Carlton Davis, the other corner, that looked like they were jumping everything early because they just thought we put enough pressure on Darnold, he's going to throw us one. And they had their chances a couple times, and maybe that could have changed the game, rattled Darnold early, but they just didn't. Darnold got out of a few sacks. But I think that defense, obviously, if you want to say that I think it's elite, just the Broncos and the Seahawks are better, but there's also I still think they're elite as well. They got a lot of things that they do very well. I heard Will Campbell was hurt, but even he didn't talk to the media right after the game, but he did talk later and said, "Look, I was hurt, but that's not an excuse. I was ass." He straight up says like, "I was ass, and I deserve to be killed for it." But he's also a rookie, and we'll see how he comes on for this year. But what was it? The Patriots, if you really think about it, they weren't supposed to be here, but they maximized what they had. So let's see what happens next year. Commanders, I'm not going to say that because they're in the Super Bowl.
Well, the
I'm not gonna
Commanders are going
say
to play the Eagles, but a way harder matchup than anybody the Patriots played.
They played the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
I'm talking about on their road to the Super Bowl.
They played the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl. Like,
I know.
okay, that's fine. They
had
went
an
to the Super
easier
Bowl.
run. That's what I'm saying. To the Super Bowl.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, at least to me, the biggest takeaway is that Seahawks defense is legit, and that schedule looking a little light for Drake May, and just to completely look inept in the Super Bowl like that, like absolutely nothing. Like they legit look like they didn't belong on offense, like at all.
Drake
I'm
May
willing
was
to give
really
Drake
rattled.
May a pass, though. His
Drake
second
May
year.
was really rattled. He was really, you could really tell he just wasn't prepared for that stage, whether or not you want to blame his age or whatever. But he was really rattled.
Oh, hey, Ty.
What's up, Ty?
It was good.
He's
Ty.
also very young. To provide a little bit more nuance, the Patriots had still things that are not super reliable. Their run game is inconsistent, and then their receivers had moments, but they didn't have an elite number one, and that's what you were going to need against the Seahawks in particular. Because even when Devontae and Puka were playing against them, they struggled. They had their moments, and the offense just lit up that Seahawks defense. But Drake May doesn't have the poise like Stafford does, and he doesn't have a weapon like the Puka or Devontae Adams. So no run game, no elite receivers. Drake May in his second year, I'm willing to give him grace.
Same
We'll
here.
see.
Hey man, shout out,
We'll see how.
shout out Drake, man.
Shit.
Once you saw
Shout
that
out,
Drake
shout out,
bet
shout
slip,
out Drake.
the Patriots were cooked, man. Drake put a milli down on him. That's insane. You just throwing that away all the time.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Me and my crew, I was at a Super Bowl get together. Low key, we all stopped watching Super Bowl like around the third quarter. We started watching anime. We were like, all right.
Yo,
like which goes back into what we were what I mean. Ty was the originator of the statement. Had no aura, and I understand. Like I mean,
I'm
if
telling you,
it's
bro.
9-0 and it feels like a blowout, why should I keep watching if I'm the casual fan?
Legitimate question. And I'm not saying this in jest. I'm not saying this to troll. I'm saying this because I want people to give me an answer. For the amount of viewers that were watching the NFL Super Bowl, do you think the numbers of people were there mostly to watch the game or the halftime show?
halftime show.
Halftime show.
Halftime
Yeah, bro. You know how many girls I know that went just to bars just simply to see Bad Bunny? Like that's like, come on.
Hey, we're gonna get into it, time, man.
Yeah. Wait. Were the numbers better? Like, what were the numbers?
The halftime show broke a record.
It broke
Halftime, I
Kendrick's
believe like
barely.
135 mil.
I thought it was
something like that.
127.
I ain't gonna lie, man. And I feel like people
I'll
gonna be
look it up.
nasty. People are gonna be
It
nasty.
broke Kendrick by 1.2.
Bro, in like 5 years, people
Okay.
like they're gonna talk about
And
race.
Kendrick
like,
had all the Drake beef stuff.
real. But I'm saying like in 5 years, people gonna be like, yo, that Drake May Sandana Super Bowl pod number, it's gonna be so nasty. It's gonna be
Oh,
nasty.
No, but I think I'll say this. I would say this. I think this would have been the same last year. Bad Bunny's the biggest artist on the planet.
No.
no.
I think it would have been the same last year. He's the biggest artist.
Last year, no.
No.
Last year,
think
no.
so. I think so.
I'm telling you, no.
I think so. All those, the same thing that Ty said. Women would have been watching that Super Bowl just to get to the halftime show to watch.
He's not the biggest artist in the world right now.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Last year, no, because of it. The reason he's actually grown to that point is because of his current album.
Okay,
His
okay,
current
so
album has propelled him to a different stratosphere.
This is
right
this is
now.
what I meant. Okay, let's just flip years. If the exact same thing was going on with the same storylines and all that, and the Eagles, and Bad Bunny was performing with everything that just happened, the same thing would have happened there. Now, obviously, if you want to take everything back, like if you want to take out the last year, I think so. If everything happened the same way, except this time we
Thank
were
you,
getting
Lonnie.
Not only was Taylor Swift there, apparently this Super Bowl did work. No, it did do worse numbers than last year's Super Bowl as well. In addition to having the Bad Bunny bump with, so Bad Bunny's halftime show broke Kendrick's record, but this Super Bowl did less numbers than last year's.
No, I agree. The game was worse, or the game going into the game, the marquee names weren't there. But I'm just saying, I think the same amount of people who came out to watch this, it would have been the same amount who would came if Bad Bunny, with everything going on, with adding everything that happened to get here with Bad Bunny, those same amount of people that came out last year.
Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Since we're already here, transition. Since we're here, Super Bowl halftime show. We saw pretty much everybody was calling it the Benito Bowl. Bad Bunny performed at this year's Super Bowl. It's been a lot of conversations from different demographics, cultures, whatnot. A big cultural conversation has been going on. What are you guys' thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime show this year, gentlemen?
It's probably the best I've ever seen.
Really?
It's probably I like when I tell you, me and my mom were dancing, straight up dancing. And obviously, when that song, I was up, I was moving, I was having a good time. But it was literally one of the best I've seen in a long time. The only one I can put up is maybe Kendrick from last year, Um, uh, I'm gonna have to do a little because I'm forgetting a few because mind you, I've seen people still say the Prince one was better. Okay, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I was in Africa at the time. I'm sorry. Michael Jackson, I didn't see it. I was in Africa. I'm sorry. So, but those ones I wanted to put up. But it's probably the most fun that I can remember having watching the Super Bowl halftime show in a long time. Like I don't know if it's the best, but I mean I can see why people like other things. But this was everything. Plus, it accomplished everything it needed to do. Plus, they try to give it comp in terms of another halftime show. The political climate around it was able to showcase the Puerto Rican culture. Um, and I mean, also like the cameos, like a lot of people just going up, oh, they're breaking down Bad Bunny's outfit and this and that. And I think I just had a lot of fun watching it. I've watched it once more since, and I was like, it was just great. This was better than Dr. Dre's. I'm sorry.
Was Dr. Dre the one with the
Hell
M?
no. Yeah,
Was
were
that
you
the one with
Eminem,
M?
50 Cent, Mary J. Blige? Hell no, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, that was tough. I mean, this is completely subjective because I don't understand what he's saying. This kind of brings back the conversation of I can only like it so much, not knowing what he's saying. I still think it was good though. I thought it was really good. I thought there was a lot to dance to, party to. I like the camera work. I'm gonna be honest. That camera work was
Yes.
fantastic.
It was cooking. They was cooking on that.
In fact, how it was following Bad Bunny, and then when he went down, and then they transitioned to that was obviously created beforehand. I think that was amazing. And shout out my girl Lady Gaga. Shout out her as well. So
Ricky Martin showed up. Ooh.
I thought it was good. Thought it was good for sure. I don't know if I would say best because it's not my type of music, but I think it did the job.
I'm more of a beats guy anyway, so I was just enjoying the beats, and then obviously I've not stopped listening to Bad Bunny since. Like it's one of my Spotify daily mixes is just straight up reggaeton and that type of music. I've been having fun listening to it.
I didn't watch it, so
Damn.
The game was ass. He turned that bitch off. I don't blame him.
yeah.
Go on,
Oh, you
go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and watch it. It's already on YouTube. Go on YouTube and watch it.
I'll tap in.
Damn.
So off the top of my head, it's not a top 5 Super Bowl in my opinion. But I do think it's really good. I think I understand the idea of not understanding the language to not being able to kind of get the full experience of it. I also think in a way that's kind of lazy too. The thing about especially like Latin music, at the very least it can make you move. I watched some of it in Discord and I spent the other half with the ladies, because there were hella ladies outside. A lot of the niggas that saying they didn't like it, niggas were at home. You know what I'm saying? Because the ladies was out. I had a good time. Everybody was dancing. It was very festive. It was a joyous activity. It felt more like a concert than it did, a football event. I thought it was really cool. There was Easter eggs, a lot of homage to different things. I thought the message was cool, and then I would say production value was probably better than any of them. Just the overall production. It, like I said, it felt like a concert. He had a bunch of different moving sets. He was falling through the floor, the flags. It was pretty awesome. I think it was cool. I think it was really cool. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely not. It's not amongst the best to me. It's not. I got like to provide examples. I think providing examples is cool. I think the U2 one is better. The Prince one, the Michael Jackson one, the West Coast New York fusion one was better to me, and the Beyonce Coldplay one was better to me as well. Just
Was
to
it
name.
Bruno Mars a part of that? Like low key too?
It was like Beyonce, Coldplay, Bruno. I thought that was a really good one as well.
Which one was that one again?
That was 50.
Oh, it's the Canada one. Yeah, the Black Panther one. Yeah, yeah. I'm rocking.
So for me, being from the Caribbean, this I have to say, it was very impactful. And I'll say it this way: I was able to watch it with my kids, and they were like, "I know what that is. I know what that is." Um, like Bad Bunny has really been an ambassador, not only for Puerto Rican culture, but also for Caribbean culture. And the reason it resonated with me because this isn't the first time we've seen Latin influence or Latin performers at the Super Bowl. As we remember, we had J
J Lo
Lo
and
and
Shakira, right?
Shakira. They did that,
We was there
but
for
there's a
Shakira.
difference. But that's a difference. That's more, you know, and the way Caribbean people say it, that's more international Hispanic. That's your Colombias, that's your Chiles, that's your Panamas, from that nature. This was specifically Caribbean culture. Like things really resonate with me because I, had a lot of those experiences. Like when the power goes out and everybody's outside. Like if your car has a good sound system, you just park it in a field and you just turn the music up and it's a party. Like little things like that. Walking when he was walking down and you see, old people playing dominoes. Like that's not just Puerto Rican culture. That's also happens in Cuba. That happens in my home, the Dominican Republic. Um, like aspects like that really stood out to me. It really resonated. So for me, I thoroughly enjoy it. I do understand that there is going to be a cap in the popularity of it because of the language barrier. And I knew that going into it. Like a lot of people it's not gonna really resonate with
Hmm.
because music, like Miles said, it has a good beat, it'll make you dance. It's festive. But there's only so much you can engage with when there is that language barrier. So I do get that. But I personally think it's top 5, sure, because I mean, I am biased. I am. I have it top 3 personally right now. I do think the hip hop with Dre, 50, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick, like that one to me is a top personally in terms of production, sound quality, performance, set design, everything. I think that's the pinnacle. I do see that. Personally, I have Lady Gaga at 2 because
Hers was
I'm just a Lady
fire.
Gaga fan.
Mhm.
Hers was
She
fire.
like that
We
that
rock
shit
Lady
was
Gaga over
peak.
here.
Didn't it start off with like she
And
swanton bombed off the top of the stadium? It
off
was some
off
crazy
off
shit.
the top of the stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fire.
And then at 3, I do have this year's performance. Like me and my wife, like we held each other like after that. Like it was just like this is culture. Like we understand the reference. Like we've lived through this experience. We've been the like I was the kid falling asleep on the chairs celebrating my own birthday in a bar because that's just what Hispanic parents do. Like, hey, we're going to have your birthday, we're going to celebrate it. We're going to do it at a bar and it's for you, but it's for them.
For
So they're
everybody.
dancing, they're having all of that and I'm bored in the corner sitting down falling asleep and they wake me up to cut cake.
Island parties are
Like,
like that too. U.S. Indian is like that
yes.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It hit me twice, like because I'm Dominican, but I'm also raised in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. So
Mhm.
it was just a lot of the references he was doing. It's not just Puerto Rico. It's like you said when he mentioned Haiti, when he mentioned Jamaica, Cuba, like specifically Caribbean culture, it resonates. So that's my take. I thoroughly loved it. I enjoyed it, and it like you
Leroy.
said, when Ricky Martin popped up, I was like, this man is 54.
Yeah.
Like, good lord, like how, like he found the fountain of youth.
I want to
I
text my girl while we was watching.
Before we pivot real quick, I'm glad Leroy brought it up. I was speaking about it with some homies, and I think there was like an interesting stat where, since Jay-Z's kind of been the head of who performs, the last 5 or so acts, maybe 4, have been people of color, right? And then obviously this year we had the first ever fully Spanish, other than Lady Gaga, but fully Spanish Super Bowl performance. Do y'all think they keep going in? Because it's clear the NFL is looking for an international draw. Leroy brought up the K-pop idea. In addition to bringing that up, we also were speaking about like, what if they went full like dance hall, like a Thames, Burna Boy,
Mhm.
Tyler type of vibe. Would y'all see the NFL actually doing that? Because I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
they already ticked the white folks off. They might as well just push the limit now.
Well, because over the last few years, Miles, behind the scenes, the NFL, not just the games, because next year they're going to have 9 international games. Like they're going to Paris for the first time. All that it's like, for lack of better terms, they've maximized what they can do in the States. So now they're chasing what the NBA has done to be able to be looked on more favorably globally. So that's what they're doing, and they're not hiding about it. If there's one thing the NFL is about, it's about their money. Like that's why they're the one of the few, when Trump says something, they just kind of brush it off and keep it pushing. So
Santa,
yeah,
picture Vibes Cartel at the Super Bowl.
I don't that no. No.
yeah. I don't know the
Vibes Cartel, Movado, Shabarangs, bro. Nah. Nah. That's
I,
too
I
much.
think that I think the toughest part is just that, like, for lack of better terms, obviously I can't speak for everybody, but Bad Bunny's very recognizable by a lot of people.
Yes, he is.
I'm okay. I said he's one of the top artists on the planet. Yeah, I think he was the most streamed person on Spotify for the last 2 years. So that's gonna be tough to find a K-pop person. Obviously, I don't know a lot about K-pop. Maybe if there's somebody like that who can cross like that, like what was the one a few years ago that people really love and they did a tour in the States?
BTS.
BTS.
Yeah, it was BTS.
Yeah, maybe if BTS back then, maybe that was a time, because I don't really know a lot of K-pop acts that have crossed over since then.
Have a bunch. Get like BTS, Blackpink, Lisa. Get them all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be
So
I'll be curious, like how invested they would be into that, considering the K-pop Demon Hunters did a lot for America in particular in making K-pop extremely popular. Golden was the Frozen of our generation in terms of how mainstream it got throughout the radio. But even then, I mean, we talked about it a little bit. Even then, we can never see it really getting the appreciation it deserves. So I just don't know if K-pop in particular in America has hit that point where they will just allow, like, Bad Bunny was undeniably popular. Like
Mhm.
there's no way you can question it. K-pop is more of a genre. Any particular star that can reach that level, I don't know if the NFL will like take advantage of that. I'm not sure about that.
besides, do you think Thames is big enough to perform at the Super Bowl? Because they've asked Adele multiple times and she said no.
Yeah, but that's why I kind of went with the multiple people theme. They've done before where they've had
Yeah,
multiple acts that aren't big independently, but have enough of a draw where you can bring a couple of them and have them do something. So I don't think
Don't they
maybe.
usually have like a centerpiece though?
I mean, sure, but I think there's a centerpiece that exists in that type of field. Like, yeah, Bad Bunny was a Titan, but remember, Bad Bunny did it with people before. This is not his first rodeo.
Mhm.
So
mhm.
what comes around goes around. They could start off with a kind of team posse type of thing, and it can go from there. But I was more so harping on the international thing that they clearly want. They clearly want an international presence. Drake ain't doing it. He's a big American artist. Taylor Swift has refused it many a times. Other than like the Chris Browns, America has kind of used up everybody. We don't got nobody else. Who else can do it? That's American.
It's insane. Drake said
Ju-
I got
Drake's not
Justin
going to do it.
Bieber.
I
You know
got
what
two
I'm saying?
No, we
names.
did.
Ooh,
I got two
don't
names.
say Eminem.
No, I was gonna say Eminem.
Okay, go. Go ahead.
But Sansa, you were here first. Did you want to say something?
So I mean I got a couple of names that they can do from America too, but I'll go after you go with that. Now for my I do think they do go with the international approach. But it's tricky when it comes to something like you said, dancehall. It'll be a little difficult for something like dancehall, in my opinion,
I believe it.
because they do have to be cognizant that dancehall in itself can be hypersexualized per se. Um, I do think that I don't think it'll be a deterrent, but they just have to be careful with that. I do think
Because
they do take a
I'm saying
K-pop
so.
approach.
Bad Bunny had them bitches throwing ass, so I don't really.
There were people who, like, obviously the biggest name that I could think of was the Orange Man. He lost his mind saying, "Oh, they were doing nasty shit," and kids were watching. About he
Have,
did mention that on his True Social.
have you seen his wife?
They're virtual. They're virtual signaling. That's
Yeah.
Melania not throwing it back, so that's he's
You know
not
where
accustomed.
she is,
He's not accustomed to, you know what I'm saying.
Somebody
A thick
clip
ethnic,
that.
a thick
Somebody
ethnic
clip
joint.
that.
He's not used to a thick ethnic joint throwing that shit back. You know what I'm saying? So I get why he's coming from where he's coming from. It didn't bother me none, and the kids that watch,
Of course, it
I'm
didn't
sure
bother
it
me.
didn't bother them either. They don't get what's going on. So
Hey, true.
Now, from my opinion, I sure was there twerking? Was it sure, but it was for that section.
Mm.
Other than that, it really wasn't sexual at all.
no,
Other than
Nah,
that one part with dance hall, I person me being from Caribbean culture, calypso, reggaeton, dance hall, whatever.
I'm with you.
Being there, I don't know how you don't make it sexual.
I was
Like
thinking.
I just don't. I just don't know. But
Who cares, man?
eh, I
I'm
would
talking
love
about the
to see
comment.
it.
What Santo's saying is.
Oh, he was just naming it. There were
Doesn't
people
matter.
grinding on each other, but like generally, I agree with you. Like generally,
Yeah, I personally don't think it was hypersexual at all.
I don't either. By the way,
I don't think so
wasn't
either.
saying,
I
wasn't
don't
saying
think
it
it
was.
was
Yeah.
either.
But I do think they go with the international approach. Now, Riddell, what two names did you have? Because I wonder if we have the same names.
So maybe this first one, this other name, it's kind of a throw in the dark because of something recently he just put out, and I'll explain my rationale. First name was Bruno Mars. So
He's
my
already
thing
done
with
it
Bruno,
twice. He's already done it twice.
but like Bruno Mars has the K-pop connection, especially if you connect Bruno, you want to connect Meg, who also has the K-pop connection. You can
Meg
do
who?
the Stallion.
We good.
But I'm not talking about the performance. I'm really just alluding to the fact that you have a centerpiece name in Bruno Mars.
I got you, Redon.
Yeah, okay. So at that point, they have songs with these K-pop artists, and then obviously similar to what Lady Gaga just did in the halftime show, they're going to be allowed to perform one of their own songs as well, and that can really start setting people on the tempo. Especially if they bring in the people who sung Golden, everybody's going to know that song. So I think that one's an interesting one right off rip. And then this is not necessarily attached to the international market, but let's say that off of the album that just came out, I listened to all of it. Off of the album that just came out, and he starts doing some tours and everything. I don't know what his schedule is looking like. And he wins album of the year.
Don't say. He's not gonna do it. He would never do it.
He would never do it.
Okay. I have no idea. I don't know him like that. But if he did do it,
You talking about J. Cole?
yeah, I'm talking about J. Cole.
He's in an interesting spot because I do think he has some music to where he could do it. Just
You
the
don't need to.
how I don't even know if that's necessarily true. Like people like to give him the third fiddle title, and he's not as big as Drake or Kendrick. I'm not saying that by any means, but he's very close. It's him though. He the type of nigga where he likes to present homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Big three, Miles.
You said what?
Is he the Bleach of the big three?
Yeah, but he better than Bleach though, so it's not even a fair
I agree.
comparison. Yeah. But if we like going off the 1-to-1 comparison, yes, he would be. He would be Bleach, unfortunately. But he's just not that type of nigga. He's not going on tour right now to go pass CDs out to his fans. He's just a very humble, very out the way dude who really appreciates the art, wants to rap and get out the way. I think I've seen him at Madison Square Garden before. I think he could do it though. He could.
I saw him in Kansas City. I also think he could do it.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
good.
I was just thinking, like Kendrick obviously came off a big year, and then he got the halftime show and won awards. Bad Bunny won awards. I mean, I listened to the whole album. I agree with you. I think it's a really, really good album. I can see when album of the year. And since he also made the declaration, from my understanding, that this is his last album, this would be a good year to get off a bang.
Do you think?
Then he just announced that
Do you
it's
think?
just
Okay, my bad.
no.
Go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Santo. I was just saying, I thought he just announced that It's Just a Boy is still coming out.
Yeah, it was a part of the roadmap. He basically had said because he released the Blizzard birthday freestyles, he didn't want to give the freestyles and an album and It's a Boy because he felt like you wouldn't be able to properly like digest the music. So this is technically not the real last J. Cole project. We have one more, and then the name is supposedly dead.
Hmm.
Do you guys think if Kendrick doesn't do what he did with Drake, does he get the Super Bowl performance?
I don't think so. I
The
think
most
the beef really helped it.
the
I agree.
closest he got was when people don't even remember. Remember when he did the national championship halftime show? People don't even remember that. The first time they went to the playoff, he did the halftime show for that, and then it's crazy how they just never followed it up. So
He became such a mainstream topic. He became a mainstream selection, in my opinion. So
Hmm.
But yeah,
no,
aside from, honestly, at this point, aside from Chris Brown, I'm really trying to see Metallica. I'm not trying to see Taylor Swift.
I would see
Eh.
Tay Tay.
I'd give her a shot. Why not?
She would have to do
She
her
won't
older
look-
hits.
She would. She would.
Yeah.
But she's not doing that shit though.
She's not.
And then Drake
Like,
is salty.
I mean, this could be a good year for Taylor. She's gonna be like Travis once he's retired. She's probably not gonna give a fuck about the NFL anymore. So
Mhm.
but
Lonnie,
I mean,
what are
they've
your
asked
thoughts
her.
about
They
the
asked
Super Bowl?
Adele.
I mean, the
They've
Super
asked-
Bowl performance.
You said what?
Am I lacking?
no, you're
No,
I
fine.
don't think so.
Okay. God, this thing has me super self-conscious. I was asking Lonnie what his thoughts on the Super Bowl performance.
give me. My mom's calling me. Give me 2 minutes. God.
Bruh. Alani.
W son.
Alani.
It's so of all the American acts left on this, because I completely forgot it's going to be in LA. Which God, I'm definitely not going to be in the city that week. There's no point. What besides Chris Brown? Who else could they ask? I guess J. Cole. How many other American acts can they ask? That's good enough.
That's good enough. I mean, there's some people,
Or
but
that's popular enough.
I think who?
I said shot in the dark. Throw
Mhm.
somebody with him. Tyler could do it.
You think so?
He needs somebody with him though.
Whoa,
He needs
Tyler's
he needs somebody with him. He needs somebody
Oh.
with him, but Tyler could do it. Like even if it was okay, you have, even though he has recent controversy, you have like another hip hop trio type of thing because Tyler is from LA. You do like Tyler, you do like Pusha T, you do a bunch of like prominent rappers who have a big name but may not be the biggest in the world. I think Tyler has the music to do it. He could definitely do it. And he has a big enough fan base. He caters to not just black people but white people as well, not just men but women as well. I think I think he's an interesting one that in the perfect situation could work. He's very talented. He knows how to perform. He's good with the cinematography and he's creative. He could do all of the legwork himself. They wouldn't have to think piece something up. He would be able to think piece it up. It'd be really creative and it'd be pretty cool. It's a shot in the dark, but maybe
that set design would be insane.
it would be tough. It would be crazy.
Interesting.
Honestly, I mean, like if I mean, you said shot in dark, I throw one too. If Jay-Z by himself just said, I'll pull a Thanos moment. Fine, I'll do it myself.
That'd be
I
hard.
can see Jay-Z. That'd be crazy. I'd be down with that.
But yeah, I'm all the old hits. I'm here.
I'm interested. Foreign acts. What if they did like you say at Thames? You think you think they'd get like a Central C, somebody like that to add in, or who else?
Nah, we cooked them in the war. We're not bringing them up. They losers, man. Hey, where they at, man? We good, man. Get that back in blood. I think Lonnie has to get his thing off.
Get it
Uh,
off,
feeling.
man.
All right, I'll start off with the Super Bowl. Like I said at the beginning of the year of the NFL season, I just wanted to make the playoffs. I wanted to be an 8th seed. I think I took like a gamble saying like, oh, we're gonna be. I think I said like, oh fuck it, we're gonna be the 8th seed. We're gonna make the playoffs, and we ended up in the Super Bowl. So I'm happy in that regard. Will Campbell, he said he tore a ligament. I don't care. I can't care about that right now. Nigga's been asked since he got hurt. He should have rested more or something. I don't know. Or he should have got certain. If you have a torn ligament in your knee, maybe you shouldn't be playing throughout the playoffs because he got his ass beat every single week, and he clearly wasn't the same. And our O line was fine while he was gone. So, but Drake May also didn't play that well.
Yeah, eat that shit.
Yeah,
it was on with you. Eat that shit.
It was rough. It was rough. But if I offended anybody this week with the things I said, all I gotta say is
I apologize.
Hurt people.
You cut out. I have no idea what you're saying.
So I accept your apology on your behalf.
Oh wow.
Your team's probably still trash and probably still not gonna make the Super Bowl in the next 10 years or whatever the fuck. So it is what it
Lonnie,
is.
hold on. Lonnie, you unfortunately are not able to pop your shit because I'm not gonna lie, those people talking about the Mickey run shit, they were unfortunately proved correct. The brothers, the brothers up here said it earlier. Y'all niggas looked like y'all did not belong. Okay, y'all had no place.
We did not look like that. But
okay, so I don't want to hear you pop. You can't victory lap and you lost. You not popping your shit. That's my point.
I don't care.
They calling Drake the schedule.
We made it. I don't care about logic right now, Miles. I don't care about objectivity.
Right, he said this like 5 times and laughed every time he said it.
That's
I know.
Funny nickname, bro.
Y'all said this thing had no aura, but Jay said he won Offensive Player of the Year. Drake May was second MVP voting. Whatever.
Auraless accolades, man.
Yeah, whatever.
I like JFN.
He also led the league in receiving yards this year, but yeah, whatever. Auraless.
One receiver can only carry so much. By the way, actually,
I don't lie.
Auraless, zero aura.
And then he does. And then what was his stats in the Super Bowl? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Lonnie. If we
I didn't hear what you said, Santo.
Like Rodell said, there's only so much a wide receiver can do. I mean, to carry aura, and then he does nothing in the Super Bowl. So I mean,
yeah. That's because my nigga Christian Gonzalez played his ass off and locked his ass the fuck down. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only receiver that could have carried aura is Odell Beckham. He's the only one.
I'll be honest. He might have single-handedly the most aura.
Yeah, But I don't lie to you, if you ranked the Super Bowl, the past 20 Super Bowls based on aura, this is on bottom 5. Like, it's bottom 5. Like, come on, bro.
The last 20 years?
Because think about it, right? The 10 Super Bowls with Tom Brady got aura. The 5 Super Bowls was one of the insured ones. So if there's really 14 Super Bowls, they already got more. Like that's 14. No, wait, that's not this. No, that's a little more. The past 26 or 7 Super Bowls. 14 of them got Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
And then we got Cam Newton.
And then we got four Peyton Manning.
Drew Brees. Shout out.
He was one of the Peyton Manning ones. So since 2000, we got four. No, seriously. Right? Since 2000, right? We got 4 with 14 with Brady and Mahomes. Then we got another 4 with Peyton Manning. So that's 18 already. Then we got Cam Newton, 19. Then we got 2 with Ray Lewis. That's 21.
All right. Nobody talking about 2000.
No.
Let's keep it a
No.
stack.
No.
Nobody talking about 2000.
Okay,
You don't even know the teams that played in there.
No, wait, no, you missed what I'm saying. You missed what I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm already at 21. You missed what I'm saying. I said this show's bottom 5. I'm at 21. That's the 21st one. We can throw that one out. I can go to another one. You feel what I'm saying? Like Matthew Stafford and Joe Burrow have more than this, bro. This is Aaron Donald.
Sure.
So that's okay. That'll be my 21. I'll put that Ray Lewis one with it to the side. That's 21 already. Now if I think Big Ben and A-Rod, that's 22. Big Ben and A-Rod was crazy. Then if I
Cardinals and Steelers, no Cardinals.
Larry Fitzgerald, Kurt Warner, Ben. I'm gonna give it, man. Fuck it. I'm giving that one in there. That's 23. We put Kurt Warner. You know what I'm saying?
The game was great. The or before the game was not that good.
No, but y'all, we're comparing it to this bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So that's 23. And then what's after that? I'm missing some. What am I missing?
He got me with that one. He got me with
the first Big Ben one. Yeah, that was nasty.
We get it.
Tampa Raiders.
But honestly, that's 23. So that's 23. So
Ty, he's already dead.
You're right. But I just named 23 already. Bro.
Moving on to my takes on the halftime show.
Yeah.
Like I said before, like a majority of my friends are Latina, a lot of them in Miami and stuff like that. I've been to those Bad Bunny concerts. I've been to the ones where you go to Miami, then you fly the next day to go to the one in Puerto Rico. I get it. I don't think it's top 5 based off performances, but in terms of impact and memorable and stuff like that, like because of the climate that we live in and because of everything that's going on around the Latin community this past wherever, we saw the kid that got detained by ICE. We saw a bunch of Latin.
That wasn't the actual kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like Lonnie, stay right where you at. He was paying homage to it though. It wasn't the actual kid, but he was paying homage.
Even though it looked exactly like the kid, so I don't know. A lot of reports said it was the kid, so I didn't see anything that said it wasn't
the actual kid.
I didn't see anything that said it wasn't the kid.
Your overall point still stands.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be. Okay, never mind.
Moving on. No, the fact that like he was able to give love and respect to so many different parts of the Caribbean Latin community. Like we saw the salsa music, we saw the cha-cha music, we saw the baracha. Like we saw a little bit of everything, and we saw, I don't know, just like a little bit of the journey that they got to go through, that they're going through. And yeah, based off the climate, I think it's up there. Bad Bunny isn't the number 1 artist in the world. I don't know why we just forgot about that skinny ass white lady. But he might be the top male artist. At least he's top 2, 3 easily. But yeah, no, it was a great halftime show. I was dancing the whole time. There was definitely a song that you should not dance next to your partner with. Santo, you know exactly which one off the new album I'm talking about. Yeah, so no, it was great. It was great. It was definitely the best part for me of the Super Bowl. Yeah, and I'm still not okay.
So, right before the pod, we were talking about the discourse the halftime show has. A lot of cultural discourse, a lot of how would I say it? A lot of political, cultural talks as well. What would be? How do you guys feel about the discourse that's going on regarding Bad Bunny's performance?
What do you mean?
I'll go first. I thought overall, at least the discourse to me. While I get the fact where it's in Spanish, nobody's gonna know what they're saying. I promise you, a lot of them casuals when during the East Coast West Coast thing couldn't really in that shit was in English, didn't really know what the fuck they were saying either. I just thought it was pretty effing dumb. And like for 13 minutes, the vibes were cool. Everybody was having a good time. It seemed more about everything. That's why before the pod I was like, I'm tired. Like I'm just tired. Like damn, we really like this is where like we really gonna complain about this. Like of everything that's happened over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, this is where we're really going to hold our foot down to the point where Megan Kelly is talking like, well, Jay-Z and his Epstein ties, like the orange man in the goddamn White House don't got Epstein ties out there. I was just like, this is dumb. This is the
Yeah, don't
dumbest
listen to Megan
discourse we're
Kelly.
having.
She's an idiot.
Yeah, that's why I did just like this is the dumbest discourse that we have because you had an alternative. All the people were gonna hate it. Y'all just didn't support it. We saw the damn thing at the Trump thing. Guess what? That fool was just watching Super Bowl because he knew the shit that the alternative with the dude who got some of the craziest lyrics I've heard. How do you top Rick Ross's bar with one of your own, but with Kid Rock? And y'all had an alternative show you could have watched, and you didn't watch it. XQC straight up said that shit was view botted because how do you have 6 million people watching and the chat ain't active? I just thought it was so dumb. It's 13 minutes. Go watch something on YouTube. Go make a plate and eat. Go do something else. Go watch the Turn UFC. Go watch the Puppy Bowl. The more people watch puppies play around with a football than watch that Turn USA shit. Man, shut the fuck up. Y'all just wanted to argue for no goddamn reason. And yeah, sure, I got a little bit because I got a little personal thing like we talked about before the pod, Miles, Santo, Riddell. But at the same time, I'm like, y'all really just dragging this for no fucking reason when y'all should be excited that the American football game that you all want to talk about is now big enough that it attracts one of the biggest international artists out there. Because guess what? The game's becoming more global. So yeah, with one of the few times where the NFL has a chance to really showcase itself on a global stage, they chose a global artist, and the most people who have ever watched it, and it was fire. I had a good time. I didn't know what the fuck the dude was saying, but I was up there dancing too. My mama, who's a black African lady, was up there dancing too. We was having a good time. Just listen, feel the beat and have a good time. But no, we chose to make this all about something that y'all didn't care about, especially when y'all an alternative and you didn't support it. So shut your fucking mouth if you're not going to put your money where your fucking mouth is. God damn.
Shout out random. I mean, I do not care if people speak different languages. You may say I'm biased because my mother speaks a different language and my dad has a Jamaican dialect, so I'm pretty used to people speaking different languages consistently around me. But ultimately, I'm not going to go in too much depth. I probably am going to reiterate this conversation tomorrow on my podcast, talking about the kind of inconsistencies on how people try to articulate what is America's language. But in terms of this conversation in particular, simple, it's fake outrage. It's fake wokeness. It's not a real issue. I guarantee if the Bad Bunny, instead of speaking out against Trump, he was a Trump supporter, they would all love it. I guarantee it. So this is not a real issue. These people don't really care. And then the people who do care just want all these people out of the country. So just don't really buy into this for the most part. It's not a real conversation. And we know Americans like music that is different languages. Like Despacito was #1 for how long? Gangnam Style was #1 for how long? And people were bumping that shit. They don't give a fuck about all this. We love different languages. We have a bunch of movies. Anime is super popular. So this is just fake outrage, fake woke. I already said, if I understand it, I appreciate it better. But to go as far as some other people are going is ridiculous.
Also, bro's American. He's an American citizen. All right, bro.
Yeah, but they treat the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico like the stepchild we don't talk about up here. So
yeah, but they like going there on vacation, Santo. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days it'll be a state, Puerto Rico.
We'll see. Miles, what are your thoughts?
Oh no, I kind of said my thoughts earlier. I just think people are kind of being lazy in the English aspect. I think Riddell put it perfectly. There's been popular songs that niggas don't speak no English in, so I think that was a bullshit narrative. I think overall it's just fueled by hate. We're living in a very tumultuous time here in America, and a certain group of people are going to be mad no matter what happens. And that it is what it is. It broke records. It did its thing. I enjoyed it, and that's all that matters to me.
Just to wrap up the topic, before someone got in office, they tried to be an NFL owner. They tried to buy the Buffalo Bills, and they didn't let him into their little club. And he said before he was ever president that they would regret this and that he'd make their lives hell. So is there a little extra hate and vitriol thrown their way because he doesn't like the NFL? Yes, because while he's making his tweets about the halftime show, he throws in, "Oh, and I still hate the new kickoff rule." Like, nigga, let it go. He's every single tweet he has about the NFL, he throws in, "And I hate the new kickoff rule. They need to change it."
Still watching, bro. You're still watching.
He's like, the kickoff rule is stupid. Like, so we know it's agenda based. We know why. We know like the community is being attacked right now. It's to be expected, unfortunately, because that's the time that we live in. And yeah, it's just unfortunately it is what it is.
He's trying to convince the Commanders owner to name the stadium after him.
Didn't he try to say, "Yo, I'm gonna give y'all money for this bridge, but you gotta name it after me"?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's insane.
Well,
he's the epitome of an egoist, you know.
Shout out.
In closing, I'll just say this. I agree with everything Riddell said. If you just want to catch your fish, drive your truck, cut your grass, drink your beer, have at it. Have at it. Just go to Turning Point and do your thing. Leave us alone.
But they didn't, Santo. They literally didn't.
No, I got you. I know. What I'm saying is just go over there. Well, I think that was a great way to, a great conversation needed to be had. Riddell, I'm gonna pass it over to you. Let's get into a little anime content right now.
All right. Considering it is the month of February, and there's an infamous day in the month of February that all the people who are locked up with a significant other needs to get their wallets out and pamper their female, male, whatever you want it to be. So with that said, we want to celebrate the matrimony of relationships on this podcast and do I can name X relationships better than Goku and Chi Chi. So simple stuff. And then you start off with Miles.
We'll say it. Well, since you messed up, then since you said Bulma first, can you just re-say the name for the clip?
Well, Miles starts the clip when he says it.
I want to make sure I say the right number. I can name 4 relationships better than Goku and Chi Chi's relationship in Dragon Ball Z.
I can name 5 relationships better than Goku and Chi Chi.
I name 7 relationships better than Goku and Chi Chi.
And we talking about like romantic or?
Yeah. Love is in the air, Ty Davis.
I can name 9 relationships better than Goku and Chi Chi.
I could have probably went higher. I don't know if Lonnie's here.
Let me get my notepad out just in case.
Yeah. Notes are permitted, by the way.
Yeah, let me go ahead and.
I just looked up on my anime list, to be honest. We're like, what is over there?
I can name 10 relationships better than Goku and Chi Chi.
Miles, back on you.
I can name 11.
Bullshit.
Of course. Only romantic, right?
Only
Yeah,
romantic.
romantic.
I have to name 11.
I could have named. Oh, we're not doing time.
We can talk about it. I think it's more fun when we talk it through.
Okay. I have a clerical question. No, I'm gonna just name my people, man, and then we're gonna have to fight about it.
Go for it.
I got Fuku and Andy, for sure.
I agree with you.
Luck. I got Colonel Mustang and Hawkeye.
I
really like that one.
I like
What
that.
do you think, Sai?
Well, I personally don't see them as romantic.
See,
but most people, a lot of people do. Only reason I don't is because they just.
It's not requited. Like it's not confirmed. Almost.
Yeah.
They never officialize it in any way.
But we can. But my only thing is, I feel like we can tell. That's my only. I'll put that one to the side. I got Renton and Eureka from Eureka 7. I got I'm bad with names. The two MCs from man, my brain.
Don.
Yes, thank you.
Okarun and Momo.
And Momo, yes, from Don to Don. I have
that 3?
Yeah, this is 3. It's gonna be controversial. I'm sorry.
If I agree, I agree.
I got Sasuke and Sakura, man. I do.
I like it more too.
Hey, and that's why I was gonna ask my question at the beginning. Toxicity. Hey, Sakura was loyal to the soil, and in a way, Sasuke was too, man. It was
more
toxic.
than Chi Chi and Goku.
If we're basing this on loyalty, Chi Chi and Goku easily.
Sure, but I guess I'm just lower on Chi Chi and
I feel you.
And Goku than y'all. Angie took my other one, Meliodas and Elizabeth. Yes. What am I at? 4 or 5?
5.
Edward and Winry. Holy shit. That's the
I was waiting for that one.
Yeah, that's the Full Metal Alchemist. That's the Full Metal Alchemist, the one I should have did. Bulma and Chi Chi.
Bulma and Vegeta.
Bulma and Chi Chi.
Oh, excuse me.
Bro, what fan fiction you reading?
Chill. Bulma and Vegeta.
I'm not around with that.
Not rocking with that one? Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
No.
That's fine. He's doing it for the culture, so that's fine.
I mean, we could vote on it. I like Bulma and Vegeta more.
I think I just Goku and Chi Chi have way more.
Ty's coming from a very particular angle that I can't combat against, so I'm gonna put it to the side. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's
fine. What's this dude's name? Emiya and Sakura for sure. You watch the movies, Random.
8.
Yeah, Emiya and Sakura for sure.
She was going through it, man. Holy shit!
I was low key thinking. Eureka 7.
Can't help him.
I said that one already. Kirito and Asuna, random. We locked in.
Nice.
What's that?
I agree.
8. That's 8.
That's 8.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really a romance nigga. This was gonna get tough. This is where we're going. Can I pick another toxic relationship? Y'all let me slide? No, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean,
it has to be good.
No, this one was a troll pick. This one was a nasty pick. I'm not gonna say it. It was a.
Now I kind of want to know.
It was gonna be light and. That's why I'm not gonna do that one.
I mean, if you squint, I mean, yeah.
If you look kind of hard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I might be fried.
Oh man.
I feel like I'm missing something right in my face.
Shout out Kent.
There's a few.
Yusuke and Keiko.
There you go.
Who's that?
From
Yusuke and Keiko.
From yeah, that mid shit. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. How do y'all feel about this? Guts. What's my girl's name? Casca, yeah.
Casca?
I would agree.
That's 10.
Yeah, there's one thing I feel like if you don't get it, I'm gonna say like there's one.
I'm not thinking on the right track.
Wait, can I give a hint? Because I feel like this one is.
You think I know it for sure?
I feel like you do. I'll say this. It has. We all love the opening or the opening endings. We all.
Oh shit! Wait. No.
It's legendary. Like everyone loves these openings and endings. Everyone, and
Well, I don't know if we're thinking the same series. But
I'll say this: everyone heard it on through a canon event. I'll say that
Canon event.
it's a canon event. Everyone heard this ending. It's a canon event.
Everyone heard this ending. Oh shit! From Inuyasha.
There we go.
Yeah. I can't think of my boy's name, but Kagome. What's her name? Is Kagome, right?
Yeah, Kagome Inuyasha.
Yeah, Inuyasha. Yeah. I'm tripping. Yeah. That's my 11. Yeah, that's my 11.
Aaron and
O'clock in the morning, vibing.
I mulled over Aaron and Mikasa, but I felt like since I couldn't get Hawkeye and Mustang, theirs is kind of similar.
I feel like I feel like but at least we know where both stand. Aaron is in love with Mikasa. Mikasa like we don't. Hawkeye never confesses. I mean, obviously, you don't necessarily need to confess, but and then Mustang doesn't really show any.
Yeah, we don't know about Mustang
at all. But Aaron literally confess. And then we see them. Live a life. In their brains, romantically.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised you didn't say Kaneki and Toka.
I wasn't. Tokyo Ghoul wasn't on my mind. This was on my mind. Tokyo Ghoul wasn't on my mind.
All right, that was 11. You got it.
So we good, man.
That's tough because
I was thinking Chi and Taiki from Blue Box. They're fire, man.
Yeah.
They're tough.
That one's fantastic.
Gohan and Fidel.
No, y'all underrate Goku and Chi Chi, man. Goku.
I personally do. I do personally do. I do. I'm not going to deny it. I do.
I would say.
Yeah, I'm just. It's yeah.
I gotta be right back. My food.
No, it's just kind of tough because. You got a $2 super chat by Gabe. How about David and Lucy from Cyberpunk?
I would say no for me, but I can understand why people would say yeah.
None of them from Fairy Tail?
Oh, bro.
We could talk Fairy Tail. That's one thing they do.
Fairy Tail, I ain't gonna lie to you. That Hiro Mashima is a criminal. Let me tell you why he's to pay for his crimes. This nigga will hold off. He's anti-confirmed love. It's been like almost 20 years.
Well, he did a lot of it in 100-year quest.
I don't know. We know that niggas like each other, but he will not have these niggas say it. Like he just is. He's a criminal. He pay for his crimes.
Like in 100-year quest, like a lot of them like finally acknowledge, like or like, and then some of them did form relationships in like 100-year quest.
Even in the normal canon. Now you're right. You're 100% right. No. I meant like the original series. That's what I meant. No. Juvia and Gray made it pretty clear. Now they didn't officially get together until 100 years, from my understanding, but they made it clear they both like each other. Like confirmed ones, I'm pretty sure Gagio and Levy was confirmed in.
Yeah, no, you know what? Let me clarify. It's Natsu and Lucy only from the standpoint of the art that Hiro Mashima makes of them. It's like they look like a couple and this is what the Fairy Tail fans always complain about, is that why he constantly teases with this romantic art, and then these folks can't even get
like Urza and Jalal is one of the most annoying tropes of all time, to be honest.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I thought Random was going to get... Random, cover that for me.
All right. So we got another $2 super chat by Sauce the Villain. I'm glad he's fully locked in on Kingdom. What about Shin and Kyung Lei? That's a good one. Now, the tough part is they haven't seen it, because if I was fully prepared to get chosen, because I had like 6 like slice of lives I would have put over Goku and Chi Chi, but that's unfair because they're slice of life, so they have more time to spend with their romances. You got another $2 super chat by Angie. Man, Angie trying to join the party. Trevor and it's like Sifa and Richter and Annette from Castlevania.
I would have been nasty to say Angie guitar.
I was gonna be like, are we only limited to anime? Because I got a few somewhere I would have named.
Yeah, probably. But we named 11. We got it. We could probably name a lot more if we're being honest. But
yeah, shout out to Ichigo's parents, so they are very supportive. they go need to hop in for care packages. Isagi's gonna go through it. Ichigo's parents. All right,
Well, that
I
was
like that one
good.
though.
Good. It's gonna be for the clips. And but oh, by the way, I'm gonna say this to the people on TikTok that are watching our content and want to react to our content. Add us. Let us know in the comments how you really feel. Pull up. Like we're
They
here.
got
We
mad about the Bleach one. The Bleach one
oh
was still
man.
still.
Yeah, we're becoming like the Bleach hater podcast.
I did my job, man.
So quick question, because I'm the only one here who hasn't seen Bleach, but I thought Demon Slayer, sure, but is JJK that controversial?
I think you have it reversed, random. I think JJK is not controversial. Demon Slayer.
But when you talk,
Um,
besides the fact that one dude said, like, he was calling us new anime fans and this and that. He's like, there's not a single thing that JJK does better than Bleach.
yeah.
Oh, he said that in Demon Slayer,
mean,
and then he said animation, and I was like,
yeah, he was a passionate Bleach fan. We've had a lot of passionate Bleach fans actually in our comments consistently. It's actually interesting to see how much of them are on the internet that are commenting. Bleach fan base very strong, so I respect it. I think I don't think Demon Slayer is better than Bleach at all. And then I have Bleach and JJK interchangeable for me. So that's why I understand your question on like why it'd be controversial. I think some people are nostalgia fans, so of course they're gonna go like, "Hey man, my series older,
I
better."
agree.
But you can JJK deserves to be in the conversation.
I'm gonna also say this for the extra rage bait. I feel like the Bleach fans are the most insecure fan base. You look at any of the comment sections, they're always bitching and moaning, right? One Piece fans, we're just basking in the glory. Naruto fans are generally pretty happy or crying about Boruto. JJK fans are arguing amongst each other about which side of the fandom can read and which side of the fandom can't. And Bleach fans are in everybody else's comment section bitching because everybody thinks that Bleach is better than their series is better than Bleach. It's kind of sad, actually. Y'all should level up.
Okay.
It's kind of like how everybody compares
being a Bleach fan, he's not wrong.
It's kind of like how everybody compares ex and NBA players better than Kobe Bryant.
No.
Same way. Yeah, every anime is better than Bleach. Come on.
no. So the one thing, because I did spend some time looking at the comments, a lot of these, he's naming things that were inspired by Bleach. Just because something's inspired, just because an anime is inspired by an older anime, does not mean that anime cannot be better than the thing that inspired
That's true
it.
too. Fact.
So I'm just like, what are we doing here?
Bleach is definitely like a blueprint for a lot of the anime out now, like Black Clover, JJK, things like that. I think because it's like, it's not the fact that Bleach is such a good story. I think that Bleach has such good concepts that a lot of the concepts of Bleach is what brings a lot of people in, not just the story. And because like the aura around the concepts and things like that is what makes people so defensive. Because things like Aizen, like when Ty breaks down Aizen, yeah, he has a lot of holes, but the way Aizen is presented, you can't tell some people that he's not like the greatest villain of all time. When in reality, when you really think about it and like you really like look back or rewatch it, so the way that Bleach is presented in a lot of ways, like, is what makes it so high up. I think like Bleach has a great way of presenting its story, even though in some aspects there's a lot of shallow areas in the Bleach story overall, but there's also some really deep parts of the story as well. So I think that's what makes it such a polarizing story overall, is that there's shallows and then there's also valleys when it comes to the story.
I mean, there were people in those comments saying, "You lost me at One Piece," and that's the first thing Miles said in the clip.
Reaction.
Yeah, One Piece
people
hate is
just
another
be
thing
trolling
I see a lot in our comments. A lot of people don't respect One Piece, and it kind of disgraces me.
Honestly, when it comes to Bleach, it gets, how do I say it? I think it's a double-edged sword with the term big three. I think that's the over the issue, the main issue with Bleach right now. Oh my
Hold on,
bad.
Santo.
Two
$2
dollars.
super chat by Dan Young. Miles' thoughts on Fate episode 6 was at least a 9.5 out of 10. I'm about to watch it after the pod because I'm mad. I was trying to watch it before the pod. I had to take care of something for my mom.
Oh, that good. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched the episode last week after the pod. Miles, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna say it. This might be my favorite of all the Fates that I've seen.
This is my favorite anime of the season so far.
This might be my favorite Fate.
I'm
They're
not mad at that at all.
cooking. Is that crazy to say?
Not at all. I think like there's a lot of good animated season in general. I think it's a mixed bag. Anybody can say what they want. But yeah, I got Fate as well. That last episode was incredible. Slight correction to things we've been saying. This is not Ufotable this time around. This is actually Aniplex, and they're going stupid. They're absolutely going crazy. I think the last episode we just saw is probably the best animated episode I've seen of this year so far. It was incredible. We got some Saber Lancer action. You know what I'm saying? So that's always welcome. Some development from all of our characters. We got to see some noble phantasms. Music was cooking. Flat is making some movements. I just think it's finally starting to turn that point where, and I kind of know, but we're going to get into the nitty gritty from here on out. They're introducing more players. It's fantastic. I can't complain. It's A1 Studios. Yeah, it's A1 Pictures, guys. It's owned by Aniplex. It's Aniplex. Come on, please. You guys get the please.
Tomato. Man.
Please.
Yo, I guess it was worth waiting a year and a half for them to clean this up.
No, I actually do think it was. At first, I was on the fence. I wasn't sure. I thought they were bullshitting. Hell no. They're going crazy. They're going crazy.
That's good.
I'd love to see it. Do we know how many episodes are this season?
I think I saw something that said 11 or 12.
Oh, what is with the short anime this season? Look, Fire Force, Frieren.
Frieren, I think, because they're about to catch up. They're getting not close, but close enough to the manga that if they made another season, they'd overlap. So that's why I'm wondering if maybe they'll do a movie, which is crazy because Fern and Stark just went on their date, and that was fire. I mean, obviously, me personally, Frieren is my favorite, but I mean, I'm flipping both. That's how great both of these are.
Oh no,
it's 13 episodes, by the way.
It says 24 on IMDb. The last episode airs on June 7th.
For Fate?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, 14th, 21, February 28th, March 7th, March 14th, March 21, March 28th, March 29th.
Ooh, hold on. We got another $2. We got another $2 super chat by Angie Carr. Shout out to Angie, one of the goats. If Hunter x Hunter didn't stop, where would it rank among the three? I presume you're talking about the big three.
2.
So you think Hunter x Hunter will rank it?
Wait. 2 off of a projection of what would be happening right now?
Yeah, if I projected, I think it would end to 2.
I got 3. I think it'd be better than Bleach, but not Naruto.
It really depends on what you mean, because the moniker Big Three, from my understanding, is based on what they did as a manga, not what they did as an anime. So like Hunter x Hunter's fine, but I think it'll still be comp between Hunter and Bleach as mangas.
I'm not mad at that.
So apparently Fate split into 2 cores, according to Dan.
Oh,
okay, so 1 spring season, 1 anime season. I mean, on 1 summer. So okay, that's fine. So 13 and 13, 12 and 12. All right.
Shout out Fate, man. Cooking.
It's amazing.
But yeah, if you guys on TikTok ever want to just have a casual conversation, just hit us up and we can talk.
So quick question about the beat, real quick. Is it because from everything I've heard about you guys talk about Bleach, right? Is it because it has what you could say is the anime is just because okay, first things before I ask about the anime, how does the manga compare to the other 2 in its class, in the big 3 class for Bleach?
You talking about as far as the quality of the story?
Yeah, or how does it rank compared to the two? Is it comparable? Because I think a lot of people, when I've seen the talk around it, is just the Bleach anime is just it's third place. That's just where it ranks. It's always third, and I'm not. It's like a tier below the other two.
I think the same case for the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is that why they just know they're in the big three, but they're always three, and the fandom is not okay
Just
with
like Naruto's always two. There's a clear hierarchy, I'll be honest.
Because man, some people like ain't no way JJ like Demon Slayer. That's where I agree with them, and I haven't seen it. Demon Slayer.
I would do an addendum for the anime, Riddell. I do think Naruto's anime was better than One Piece's anime. At a certain period in time, but manga for sure, there's a hierarchy.
Fair, I agree. I actually agree.
With that. Bleach is like the pacing of the Bleach anime. The pacing could be really, really bad at times, and then also like the way they would just go back and forth, like throughout the Espada arc, how they would just keep on going back and forth throughout the series and fights. Sometimes it's like we would get like 5 episodes of filler, and then like the second to last filler episode, you would go back to like what's actually happening, and then you would have to wait 2 more weeks to get back to the actual fight and stuff like that. Like that was really bad. It wasn't Dressrosa bad, but it was up there.
But Bleach had, to be fair, highs that made it the best anime out of the 3 at times too. Like Soul Society arc is considered like one of the best shonen arcs of all time.
Like I said earlier, it has a lot of highs and lows.
So
and like,
so why can't Bleach and Naruto? Well, why can't I wonder why those studios won't give them a remake then? Because those would kill. Because the fact that I understand Miles was rage baiting by saying Demon Slayer, but I think Bleach, the amount of filler that I've heard you guys talk about the filler in Bleach and how problematic it can get. We don't need to talk about the Bound arc. The Young Thugs or whoever lawyer talked about that shit on national television, But the amount of filler that you guys talk about with Bleach and how detrimental it can be at times. Is that why? Is that why?
Is that why what?
Like maybe the anime is held out as much as it is, because obviously all 3 of them have filler, but it feels like Bleach's filler is more.
Oh no!
Like people talk a lot more mess about that.
I can speak for me. I just think it's not as good as the other 2, and I think
it's just not as good.
Yeah, I thought
it really just isn't as good, and people don't want to have that realization. Like it's okay.
I thought we're dancing around in circles. It's just not as good. It's a great, it is a great story. It's just not as good.
Like random when you read it, like there are gonna be some moments where like, yo, this is like some of the coolest shit ever, and then like right after it'll be like, this is okay. Like overall, to me, like Naruto and One Piece are like A+ or whatever, and Bleach is a B+ or like it's like an 84, 85. Well, it's not. It's just not
an
A.
Which is crazy because when I read Naruto, I don't think. Go ahead, Santo. Sorry.
That's why I said the moniker of being on the big 3 of the same place as a One Piece and a Naruto, kind of puts them almost in a place that they shouldn't be at when you're comparing anime. They'll always say like, why are you comparing Demon Slayer or a new anime like JJK with somebody from the big 3 type thing? I mean, it's third place.
It's like
it's
when
a
you go
good
to the club.
story.
So it's like when you go to the club, One Piece got its own section, Naruto got its own section.
Think of like all
Bleach are like,
well, Bleach has its own section too. The thing is,
we don't.
No. There's another thing that I do think we don't give it enough credit for, and I think we talked about it earlier, because Naruto and One Piece, objectively, and I agree, they're better stories. I don't think twice. It's impressive on how impactful Bleach actually is, especially considering how many series it inspired in this newer generation. Like, even though, because Lonnie said it earlier, even though it doesn't have the best story.
I got the comp. One Piece is LeBron James, Naruto is D Wade, and Bleach is Carmelo. Like, there are some times where Carmelo is a lot of people's favorite players. A lot of people took a lot of their games from Carmelo. Like Paul George said he learned a lot from Carmelo, a bunch of other players. But Carmelo's not D Wade. He's not LeBron James. He's still a perennial all-star. He's still great. He still has a legacy. He still has impact. But he's not in that upper echelon tier of superstars.
Ain't random.
I would say, mind
I like the comp. No, I don't like Ty's comp. I don't like.
No. Mind you, Paul George is better than him.
I know.
Random.
It is making
Paul George is JJK. Paul George is JJK.
No. I'm saying Paul George is better than Melo, but it just Paul George makes y'all feel uncomfortable. That's why you're like, me saying Paul George is a
lot of young players say Paul George is their
Paul George. It's the means that make y'all feel uncomfortable with that. But it's just he's better than Melo.
All right, Random. To go with your club analogy, One Piece got the section, but they got the premium bottles. Naruto got the section, but they got the standard bottles.
Literally.
And Bleach got the section, but they go into the bar to get their drinks.
Because the thing about it is, like, their success, there's gaps between all of their success. Like, from a manga standpoint, like, One Piece dominated both of them by, like, and I'm not trying to, by a mile, dominated both of them. Naruto dominated Bleach, but then Bleach competed at a period of time, but then it fell off. And so, really, they're not really rivals. Really, if you really go off like their sales each year, their weekly rankings each year, like imagine a guy goes to the playoffs and you beat them every single year. Are y'all rivals really?
So no, they're not Bleach. So Bleach is Toronto Raptors.
No. You miss what I'm saying. Wow. I'm saying no. You miss what I'm saying, y'all. If I'm just going off that, then One Piece and Naruto are not rivals. It beat One Piece. Naruto
a couple times.
Naruto sold less than One Piece every single year. It got beat in weekly rankings every single year.
Yeah,
DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry.
So Lonnie, which part, using Miles's club analogy, when we was out with J-Rob, what was we the One Piece section? We was living. Some people were always coming by the section just trying to see what's going on, especially when that fourth bottle of Don came out.
I'll be honest. So when we got there, for the first 70% of it, we were the One Piece section. then Random got too drunk.
No. I'm talking about the second night. The second night. I'm
about to say, we're talking about the first night. We were One Piece. Random got too drunk, and then we became. We weren't even the Bleach section. We became like the fourth or fifth section. I don't know.
Hey, what happened to y'all?
Random started dancing with the old ladies. He started doing. He started wilding.
Random, be better, man.
we gotta move. We can talk about that.
A lot of party fouls that night. No, but the second night we were definitely One Piece. We owned
the whole night. The whole night.
Fuck day 26. We the biggest. We the big. We run this shit. We run Rochester.
Shout out! Join us in Houston to see Random's redemption story. Well, anyways, we are going to be transitioning to our main event. As you can see in our title, we are doing the BSS Anime Hall of Fame. We were talking about it amongst ourselves, and we figured that we got some content coming up, especially
Loki. Real quick, he's the one who came up with the idea.
Yeah, Loki was suggesting. By the way, join our Discord. You know, some of your ideas might become a reality. So, and here we are, perfect example. So, we figured we got some content coming up, especially for DreamCon and whatnot. We got something big coming up, and this is actually going to be a part of it. We are doing a BSS Hall of Fame of anime. So today we are going to be inducting 7 anime characters and 3 anime series.
7's a lot.
And the criteria that I came up with for the characters: cultural impact in anime, iconic presence, character depth and development, memorable moments, signature traits, influence on other characters, emotional resonance, longevity, consistency, and legacy.
I gotta
write that down, bro.
We already know the first ballot Hall of Famer here. It's obvious.
Just say the name.
Goku in it.
Yeah, come on. He checks all those, every single box.
Easily too.
Like,
Okay, hold on. Time out.
So,
Can I clarify real quick?
let's get this down on writing since we're going to be using this criteria every single
Yeah,
time.
can we are we
I'll-
I think are we gonna be inducting 7 people like every year? Because that's a lot.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
a lot of characters every year.
It's like a
That's
whole
fi-
year to think
I
about
mean,
7. Like there's like 30 no
There's-
brainers.
yeah, and also there's so many characters in anime, right?
To say like
Dude,
there's
right.
like the first one.
It's
Like,
not
we're all-
one. It's not one character per series either.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
So are
a
we
question.
treating this as our first ballot?
It's hard
Mhm.
to do. It's hard to do ballots because there is once your career ends, you're kind of inducted into the pool
Mhm.
of eligibility, and we don't have that. We can't do that. But this will be our first name of Hall of Famers. I get ballot is technically not the correct term.
So 7 characters, 3 series.
Can you
Seems pretty
Log-
easy to me.
yeah, okay.
Santo, name the criteria. I'll get it down in writing so we're consistent.
Yeah, I'm writing
with
it down too on my
and
notepad.
I'll send it to you guys, so we can have it going forward. So for
Yeah,
the
yeah, they're written
characters,
down.
the criteria: cultural impact in anime, iconic presence, character depth and development, memorable moments, signature traits,
Mm.
influence on other characters and or stories, emotional resonance with its audience, longevity, consistency, and legacy. So I had it up to where we can just name characters who we think, or do you guys just want to go and we vote for 7? Now, for this, it has to be unanimous.
Okay.
It's not if 6 of us agree and if 5 of us agree and 1 disagrees, it moving on.
All right,
Fuck
thank you.
democracy. Yes.
I like that.
Authoritarian, totalitarian. Yes. Dictatorship. Yes. Let's get
So we
those
got
facts, man.
7.
So, do we want to just list characters that we just want to go down a list of them of who we think it would be first ballot?
Okay.
Okay. Can I say the first name, Santo?
Who?
Goku. I feel like that's the easiest.
Goku
like,
headline immediately.
yeah,
Give
immediate.
me another name.
I got Naruto.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's
Naruto.
Say Goku.
Who else?
Naruto.
We're gonna get
Are we gonna
controversial. Too.
are we gonna say characters and then vote on it, or
Do you not agree with Naruto or Goku?
I agree with both,
We're just
but
naming characters right now.
naming characters.
we're
Okay.
naming characters and then
okay,
we're
okay.
reconvening.
And we'll reconvene.
Do we
Okay.
say Aaron Yeager? Because like some of his criteria, some of Santos' criteria, I don't think he necessarily applies.
I'm saying Aaron every single time, bro.
I think
I would also say Aaron, but I'm saying because of like some of Santos' criteria, he doesn't apply to some of that.
I think honestly, I think Aaron applies to
Nah.
all of them.
I agree.
I think like Aaron's one of the most polarizing characters in the anime. Like
That's one thing. Like he doesn't
he's one
have
of the most
a lot of
polarizing easily.
like they don't like I don't think you can make a lot of characters like Aaron Yeager that easily. So I don't think like that part.
You know how many
Well,
people
I don't-
he's,
well, I mean,
he's
well, if- well, if-
inspired to
well, if-
want to destroy the entire world?
Well,
That's
influence,
like crazy impact.
I'm about to say influence goes
No,
deeper than just that though.
like,
Influence could
he's
be
a no brainer for me, but I'm saying based off of, like that criteria of the list, like some of those things he won't apply to Aaron as much as it would to other characters. He's
But
a no
also-
brainer for me.
also influence goes past more than just characters, like similarities in stories. Like the biggest inspiration that Bleach Challenge JJK is that it made Gege want to make a manga. Necessarily, obviously you have other parts of influence, but that influence still matters. It doesn't have to be plot point similarities or character similarities. So I feel like AOT. I don't lie. I feel like we got a Pokemon nigga got to be in here, bro.
Thank you.
It's just a Pokemon nigga, man.
Thank you.
Pikachu or Ash, bro.
Man,
I got Pikachu over
I
Ash.
was like Pikachu. Pikachu. Hey, Pikachu walks into that club and say, "Give me a section." Pikachu walks into that club, get a section, man.
Pikachu's.
We'll talk
he's
about
not
it.
wrong.
We'll talk about it.
He's getting a section for him. I'm sorry.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
He say, "Can I get a premium?" He get a
Now, how can he say that? All he says is Pikachu.
No.
You know what he's talking about when he walks in
No,
there.
wait.
Santo, can you take a picture of it for me and send me the criteria real quick?
No, wait.
He's there.
Yeah.
But Riddell, you're not getting it right.
I get your sentiment. Yeah.
No.
I'm being pedantic.
No. That's not what I say. I know what he's saying though. Like we all know based on the Pika what this nigga is saying.
Oh, okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, come on.
It's just like just listening. It's like listening to Bad Bunny. We know what's going on. We know the vibe.
Literally. Come on, bro.
Okay.
Stay locked in, man.
All right. Other characters. So I am interested in how people feel about this because I was thinking about it long and hard. Pause. That characters who don't finish their stories. They're an interesting kind of conversation.
I was gonna say Guts easily.
Yeah, Guts.
It's crazy because out of like, if you really think about it, when Tabata, author Black Clover, said that he made Black Clover to be a shonen berserk, like Asta, like you can really see it. Like and Super Code are literally like similar. Asta Guts, like I was like, he said that he based Vangelis off of Griffith. I was like, I can see that perfectly.
Even if you look at Guts' influence outside of them, like Cloud Strife, like the idea of a character carrying.
No.
Hold on. Let me finish.
No.
I'm not.
The only thing that Cloud is influenced by is by a great sword, and I'm not giving Guts.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm not giving Guts the credit of every nigga that uses a great sword is because of Guts.
And name a nigga before him who carried a great sword.
I'm not doing that. I'm not
name
doing
a nigga
that.
before him who carried a giant sword.
I'm not doing that. Nigga,
Why?
King Arthur and one of them niggas. Them niggas always using great swords.
What about
I'm not
Fire?
hearing that
What
shit.
about Fire Emblem?
Not hearing that shit.
Does he have an influence on? Does a Berserk have an influence on Fire Emblem?
Yes, it does.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Ike. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Ike though.
I'll be honest.
That idea of a Japanese protagonist carrying a giant sword, like that idea of that propagated the fact that when Kentaro Miura died in Final Fantasy 14, which was playing, people busting out their black armor and giant swords to play homage to the dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That was an homage to Guts and the character that Miura created.
I'm cool with that, but you saying that that Cloud got his sword because of Guts, I'm not buying that.
No. I'm saying the idea of that. The idea of
I'm not buying that idea.
So by that. Random, by your logic, you mean to tell me that Nightmare or Siegfried from Soul Calibur got that idea from Guts? Guan Ping from Dynasty Warriors got that idea from Guts.
He's the one that popularized it. Obviously, I don't know who the first dude to walk around with a giant sword, but he's the one that popularized it. What are we talking about?
I agree with your sentiment of niggas having memorials. You know what I'm saying? Miura's death was felt. You know what I'm saying? There's a area in Dark Souls 3 that literally has a bunch of swords spread out, and one of them is Guts' sword. That's cool. All of these niggas is not using no great sword because of Guts. I'm not letting you get that off. That's my pushback. You're not getting that off.
He's the one that popularized it.
No, he didn't.
Name another.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Okay, then name the character.
Niggas was using great swords in our real life. Fuck are we talking about? Nigga popularized it. King Arthur was using a fucking great sword. Excalibur was a real sword.
Yes, but it wasn't comically giant great sword like the one we're talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about here.
Guts was not the first nigga to use no great sword to make
once again, because you're not listening. He's the one that popularized it. What does popularized mean? What does popularized? That doesn't mean found. That doesn't mean he founded the idea. That doesn't mean he founded the idea. It means that he popularized it.
So then Star Wars popularized swords. Niggas wasn't using no swords until them niggas had the lightsaber.
That's not what I said at all. He's the one that popularized it.
No, he fucking didn't, bro.
Like Star Wars popularized the Space Odyssey.
No, he did not,
Star Wars
bro.
was not the first Space Odyssey
getting that off
out there. What are we doing?
My nigga, you not getting that off, bro.
No, because you think I'm saying that Guts is the first person to do it. I'm not saying that.
Nigga, you're saying Guts popularized it, and I'm saying he didn't. That's what I'm saying.
So in Japanese culture,
name another character.
You can't live. You can't prove to me that has a great sword because of guts. You can't prove to me that Ike uses a great sword because of guts. You can't prove to me that Ganondorf uses a great sword because of guts. You can't debate that live. You can't prove that.
So, because I googled it real quick.
Hold on.
Super chat.
$2 super chat, Andrew. How about we give our choices and then argue over it?
You're
I
right,
don't think
Andrew.
that's gonna work.
Right.
You're right, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
No, we could be sweet.
Because I just googled it real
hospital.
quick. It said it's a popular fan theory that that Guts inspired the Buster Sword.
Theories are things that aren't proven. That's what a theory is. Science.
Let me finish. Because of Japanese culture, it is more believed that it was inspired by Miyamoto Musashi, who was a famous swordsman that used a big sword in Japanese lore. He's a very famous swordsman.
I don't know if y'all seen that when Lonnie said
who came out first, Kenshin
Miles,
or
eyes,
Guts?
your eyes lit up, Miles.
Kenshin did.
So did the character from Kenshin inspire Guts?
No, I was saying that when Lonnie said it's a theory, Miles' eyes lit up, bro. He said,
"Yep," because I literally know that he was going to say it's a theory, and theories aren't proven. They're not facts.
While not officially confirmed by Square Economics, is a very popular theory on Reddit and among fans.
Reddit, niggas be watching porn on there. Let's be for real.
Facts.
But if you want to say who did it first, technically who did it first in Japanese culture would be Miyamoto Musashi, who is known for his big sword, known for fighting with a big sword.
Nigga not getting that shit off. Shit not true. It's just not true.
What is the most
So we got
popular
5.
It's not about who did it first, it's about who made it popular.
Again, if you want to keep
Moving on.
hearing numbers
first, though, you can't say who did it first without who made it popular.
If you,
Lonnie, hold on.
If he wants to hear that I'm saying who did it first, he can hear that as much as he wants.
Different things. These are two different
The
things.
idea that he made it popular, that he did it first, that I'm debating all
Random.
this.
Miles disagrees with you.
Let me ask you a
He
question.
already disagrees with the popular point.
Yeah, who popularized shooting threes in the NBA? Who popularized it? Steph Curry did, but he's not the first nigga to shoot a three. What are we talking about?
Miles understands that. Miles understands that. He already said.
Miles,
he already
shooting 33. So teams were shooting 33 before Steph Curry.
Nigga,
Miles already said.
Random.
Have you seen the Suns?
There's niggas today that will say Ray Allen is a better shooter than Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry didn't pop again. Once again.
Once again. No. Once again, the game legit changed because of Steph Curry. Niggas were shooting 3 pointers, but Steph Curry made it popular. What are we talking about?
Like Mike D'Antoni offense.
It's like you're not listening. Just because you did it first doesn't mean you made it popular. You can keep Beeble. It don't matter. Just because you did it first.
You're being a bot. You're being a bot.
What are we doing?
Yo,
What are we doing?
Transition. I'm calling a flag.
Don't do that shit to me. Then mute his ass too. Then what the fuck are we doing?
I did. He's muted right now.
He's going beep boop.
He's muted right now. You crashing out. He's muted. I muted him first.
Don't do that shit to me, man. Don't do that
still
shit to me.
muted.
You muted him first.
It's very simple what I'm saying. It's very simple. It's very simple what I'm saying.
Being a bot.
Let's transition.
That's what I was saying, Gabe. Mike D'Antoni popularized it more than Steph.
Okay. Mike D'Antoni, he popularized it, but he wasn't the first nigga to shoot a three. What are we talking about? Ryan was the first nigga to shoot a three.
Are we going by popular? Are we going by popular, but who did it first? Because you just flipped it again. Let's move
that bitch from 30 yards.
Okay. I'm calling a timeout. Let's transition.
Damn.
Nigga didn't even use Stephen Curry in the right context.
Once again, I'm not even gonna respond.
Same nigga that think Giannis wouldn't get beat to the playoffs, by the way. How about Steph Curry, by the way?
Popular. Popular's not first.
CP3PO dancing in the club.
Popular's not first. I don't understand. I'm not gonna listen to bro over here. Hey, bro, he out here wilding out. Nigga,
You're a bot.
I don't give a fuck about you, right now. I'm not gonna listen.
You're a bot.
Any other names you guys want to name first?
Bring them back. Please bring them back. But
I feel like we should just like vote the moment we name a name. I think that will go by. I think that would go by quicker.
Yeah, I agree. So we all agree on Goku and Naruto.
Yeah. Okay,
Goku,
so
yes.
we all agree on
Sailor Moon,
Goku and
Sailor Moon,
Naruto.
no-brainer.
Sailor Moon. Yeah,
Ooh.
I agree with Sailor Moon.
I agree with Sailor Moon. So we got four spots left. Pikachu.
I do too.
Is she going?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, my fault.
Is Sailor Moon unanimous?
Yeah.
I agree with Sailor Moon.
Hold on. There's a question. Is she going? Is what our first Hall of Fame? Is she? Do we want her to be on the first Hall of Fame we make?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has.
I think so.
Oh, you're saying
Yes.
okay.
She has the influence on
Who
other
you putting in
series.
front of her?
You
She's
do.
probably the most iconic female
character, yeah.
anime character. She has an iconic transformation.
True.
I think she has it all. She checks
Okay.
every box.
All right, just asking. I will be okay. I think Sailor Moon is extremely impactful for sure.
Okay.
Who'd you put in
So
front
we
of her?
got 3.
I don't know.
So okay, so let's review. So I'm gonna call out. Okay, so we said Aaron.
I agree with Aaron.
Yeah,
I got Aaron. My goat.
But it gotta be unanimous.
I agree. I'm reluctant, but I agree with Aaron.
Okay.
My only asterisk is the test of time. It's only been about what?
About 5 years.
You'd say since the ending. So yeah,
Yeah,
5
yeah,
years.
about
Okay. So yeah, that's my only reluctancy. Everything else, I'm sold on for sure.
You know, it is.
So-
I think Lonnie, at the very least, brought up an interesting point regarding Aaron. Is like, how will him in particular and Attack on Titan inspire series and characters moving forward? And it's really tough to say. I kind of feel the similar way to like One Piece in the sense that they're so unique in their storytelling that it's really hard to replicate. It's easy to be inspired, but it's hard to replicate. It's easier to. That's why like something Bleach that's not. And that's not a shade of Bleach, but there's things about Bleach that's easier to kind of replicate in terms of aesthetics you want to grab from Bleach in particular.
Great blueprint.
Yeah. Whereas Attack on Titan on its story structure and Aaron as a character, it's much harder. But I think people are going to see a great story like this, and I won't say it translates as well for like creating characters or stories, but in influencing a mindset in terms of like what you would do for the ones you love. I think Attack on Titan is one of the most influential in terms of how people think. Like we had the fact that this was a genuine conversation at all, that people were asking, would you annihilate 80% of the population, is a crazy concept if you think about it realistically. But Aaron made people think about that because of what he'd been through.
All I'm
Random,
saying,
do you
just
agree with
remember,
Aaron?
there's only 7. There's only 7 slots.
Wait, Random, do you agree with Aaron?
Sure. I'm with Miles's thinking. Sure.
Okay.
I still think we could find other names, and Aaron could wait because there are other people I put in front of him, but he still fits the criteria.
So you
Like,
Yeah, you haven't named anybody else. I can't say. So
well,
yeah,
like what can I like? What's the next name? Like, what's a name?
You just said you put
okay?
people in
So
front
so
of
the,
those
so
people.
so the, so the names that we also named, we only named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only named 6 names. The other names that we've named out of these was Aaron, Pikachu, and Guts.
I put Guts in front of Aaron, in my opinion.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
I don't know if I would.
We're talking about quality of
Aaron
character.
gets the anime tax, bro. He does.
Yeah, I mean it is a better anime. Because we talking about like, because this criteria. Oh, look at this criteria. Yeah, one more again. Cultural impact.
I don't agree because of the reason why me and Random were yelling. I don't think he fits 6.
6. Okay. Signature trait. Okay, I have a question for you. If one person, even if he doesn't fit 6, is there anything on the list that he's like outstanding in that makes up for it?
Depth and development is really good. Memorable moments for sure.
His presence.
Influence,
Longevity.
Influence on what?
I don't like to. I mentioned Black Clover.
On the same character trope.
What
Like-
character trope?
I can't believe we're arguing about Guts' influence here.
Tell me the
Guts.
character trope. You posturing instead of telling me. Tell me the character trope that he inspired. And what character fits that model? Don't do all of the. Tell me.
So I think the trope you're referring to is the boy with the big sword. The one I was like, well,
Only one I can think of in my head is Ichigo.
No, I would say the one that at least that's 100% confirmed is the one I brought up is Asta, because he did mention that Berserk. He wanted Black Clover to be shown in Berserk.
Thank you, Ty. That's not hard.
Yeah, because Asta's transformation is like his Berserk arm.
Even if you think like of the setting, it's like a medieval demon world. Right.
Yes.
You know, and Super Code both have many fairy wind spirits. Like it's so many dark. He literally said verbatim, Vengeance is inspired by Griffith. They both like bird people that betrayed their friends. Like it's, you know, they both have different forms, that different personalities. So you know, a lot of those direct influences there.
Thank you, Tom.
Do we give him Ichigo because of the big sword?
No.
I was really about to talk about Ichigo.
No.
I would say Ichigo with the big sword. I mean,
I'm not letting that big sword gimmick slide. I think Ty provided a lot more substantial evidence other than his sword just being big that I can agree with. Am I still going to concede the 0.6? No, because to me, one character is not crazy, long-lasting influence. It's not. When I compare it to the other niggas on this type of list, a nigga like Goku, no.
You know, so funny, Miles. I was looking at just Berserk influence, and it said this article says how Berserk inspired every big sword in anime.
No,
RPG.
you know, that's lazy.
Miles, you actually make an interesting point, because there's something to be said of the impact of the character versus the series.
Exactly.
Most of the things, Ty, you said were, other than like in my Asa's sword and his armor. And maybe when he goes rage mode like that one time. Yeah, he's just mostly inspired by the series overall.
For example,
is Griffith more impactful than Guts?
Yes.
I would say
villain is more impactful than a good hero, than a good main character.
I'd say the aspect of like a beautiful villain, like things like along those natures, like the villains that like you want to root for in some aspects, or you used to root for. He wasn't the first one to do that, of course, but he was like one of those he was one of those big. He was a good guy, yada yada. Then he turned bad, but I think the villains that are objectively like that you objectively like originally root for or want to root for in some ways, I think he's one of the big inspirations behind that.
I agree with Angie.
To piggyback off what you were saying, Riddell, what you just mentioned will be my pushback against Ichigo. I don't think Ichigo is as influential as his series is influential.
I would agree.
I don't think there's many characters that are modeled to be like Ichigo. I'm talking like his character development, his growth as a character, you know, how he reacts, his relationships. They're not like Ichigo, but the template that Bleach is what is influential.
Do I dare say
that's
Aizen is more than Ichigo?
Maybe. But for like off of what Miles was saying, I would say Berserk inspired Claymore, but Guts didn't inspire Claymore. I don't think Guts himself had like an inspiration or an impact on Claymore itself, but the Berserk world inspired Claymore, in my opinion.
To take it a step forward, Lonnie, I would say I could make an argument that somebody like Griffith inspired more of an Aizen than Guts did an Ichigo. Aizen's literally the prototypical pretty boy plotter, like calm, composed, and collected.
So I'm looking up, doing more deep dives into Berserk influence. So I have a few names. So Isayama, we have Isayama from AOT, but it's, again, like you said, it's a series. We have the author of Durarara and Black Butler. So Isayama, at least I'm trying to, it's something I found very quickly, but he mentioned that the scene in which Griffith meets Casca and pushes her to, I guess, defend herself. He said he wanted to draw a scene just like that, and it's literally when Eren is pushing Mikasa to kill the traffickers. I was like, that's actually like a crazy pull.
Oh,
but is that not that's like, oh wow, that's actually interesting. He said he wanted to make a scene just like that. I was like, that's
I'm starting to lean into the idea that Griffith is the more impactful character in his series. And I think when you talk about it, and this is talking in generalities based on normalized anime discourse, I think consensus is that Griffith is the greatest anime villain of all time, too. And I do think there's something to be said about he's usually the name that people pick, even if you don't agree.
Are we putting Griffith in the Hall of Fame before Guts? I'm just asking. I'm not saying I'm not naming Griffith. I'm just saying we're putting Griffith in.
I would put Griffith in before Guts.
That's interesting.
I'm not arguing
Having a villain in our Hall of Fame.
I mean, if you consider the greatest villain of all time.
Before we go there, out of the three names that you guys listed, you guys had Aaron, Pikachu, and Guts. Is Aaron unanimous?
I put Griffith in before Aaron.
I'm still picking my GOAT, bro.
I agree with Aaron.
Do you agree with Griffith?
Do I agree with Griffith?
And Riddell, if you had to pick between Aaron or Griffith, who gets in first? Take bias away.
Wait, how many characters are already in it?
3.
Oh, if you're asking a priority list, I'll answer your question directly after the super chat.
Yes.
Yeah, $2 super chat by Angie Carr.
Can somebody handle the super chats for me?
Yeah, I got it. Treat this like sports. Older properties first.
No, I would say this. If you're talking about like things like culture impact, memorable moments, and it's obviously for the bad stuff, but Griffith during Eclipse, that moment lives forever in manga history.
His longevity
for all the wrong reasons. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
to be fair, Rumbling will also live forever.
True.
No, I'm just saying in general. I agree with what you're saying.
No. I feel you. But then if you think about emotional resonance, like what it made people feel. Most people, when they get to Eclipse, they have to take a break from Berserk because they felt you know what I'm saying. I had to take a break. I was like, okay, this is a lot.
Again, they've done scientific studies to see how that affects people mentally, especially that moment in particular.
Santo, to answer your question directly, I would put Griffith before I would put Aaron.
So that would mean that
I'm fine with the
Griffith is
representation.
unanimous.
We have Sailor Moon in there, good representation. Griffith being arguably the greatest villain of all time, considering how much he impacts the anime landscape. I'll be okay with him being in there as well.
I mean, it sounds like Griffith is unanimous.
Okay, I can rock with that. But we don't know if Miles. I don't know if Miles agreed, but
keeping lied out.
Yeah, he said his internet died. He said he's coming back.
You're wrong. Okay. Well, we'll see what Miles. We can put Griffith on hold because we probably gonna put him in. But
okay, give me some more names because as of now, Griffith and Aaron is on hold.
Actually, I think we all agreed on Aaron though. I think
Lonnie, if you're talking, you're muted.
Oh shit.
Random was kind of hesitant on Aaron.
My GOAT.
What about Luffy?
I have to abstain. I don't know enough about him, so I have to abstain from this.
So Luffy's interesting, kind of similar to the gut stuff, because I want to see how his story finishes, because I think that's so important to his overall character. But his longevity,
it's like we've been rocking with him like how long now? Since the 90s?
Yeah, since 98, 99.
I would say Luffy.
No, 97.
I would say Luffy's really impactful, but
we know how Goku's stories ends. Technically, we don't. Like Goku's still going.
Bro, I mean, sure, yeah, they extended the story, but
he has that's really a sequel though.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Boruto. I think Naruto's story is finished. I wouldn't pick for now. He's not first in mind on my list.
So Luffy doesn't make it in. What about somebody like Light Yagami?
Oh, Light is crazy impactful. Like extrapolating beyond even the series is crazy impactful. The genius. He's one of the few main protagonists that is a villain that everybody knows in the story. extremely intelligent. The Death Note concept is one of the most unique and like universally known concepts around the world. It's an amazing gateway anime. I'm not mad at Light. I don't know for sure if he would be like my first round of Hall of Famers, but I'm not mad at the concept as of right now.
Yeah, I don't like the thought of putting Light in before Luffy. I mean, Light in before Luffy doesn't sit well to me with my soul.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We're getting into Hall of Fame politics.
JoJo's characters,
Right.
Hey,
Oh, Miles is back.
I mean, they could both make it.
Are they any JoJo's characters?
The Dio,
Dio's not no first ballot to me.
me neither.
Miles, before we continue, Miles, how do you feel about Griffith?
I'm gonna let y'all berserk niggas have it, man. Yep, put them on there, bro. Put them on there.
How do you feel about Luffy?
Unanimous.
I said yes to Luffy, and Riddell said that Luffy's story isn't finished yet.
I did.
Luffy is an interesting. I don't know. I feel like Luffy comes from that almost Goku-esque prototype. I feel like they're very similar, and I would have to say that I feel like Goku made Luffy who Luffy is. And I don't know if I can say two niggas who I feel like are very similar.
Can you say that about Naruto to a regard to a degree too?
I don't think Naruto's like them niggas, for real. I don't think Naruto's like them niggas.
I don't either.
I was like
when I think
they inspire him, but it's just in a different way.
Yeah,
No,
and I think he might take on some of the similar tropes, but like I think of stuff like Luffy be eating all of the food just like Goku will eat all of the food. Luffy's looking for the strongest opponent to go fight, hone his skills. Goku's looking for the strongest person to go fight, hone his skills. Luffy learns on the fly, can copy somebody's technique. Goku can learn on the fly, copy somebody else's technique. I think I see more one-to-one similarities between those two than I do Naruto. I feel like Naruto is just a little bit different from them.
Okay, I could agree to that.
That man only eats ramen, bro. That's all he eats.
That's why I was saying the troop kind of it exists, but it just takes on a different form.
He'll still eat like a shit ton, but it's just not everything.
He's not like Goku's appetite. Literally, is a part of Luffy's tool set. I'm tired. I can't fight. I have to eat to get energy. I gotta stuff my belly. He's one fight from filling his stomach. He literally beat Cracker because he got full. So I don't know.
Oh man, I have another guy that I really would want to be here, but I don't know. How are we feeling about Thorfinn, my goat, my other goat?
Longevity's his biggest.
I'm about to say. Also, are we talking about influence like on the community or just simply stories? Because Thorfinn had people trying to pretend to be that they were good people.
Yo, Ty.
Say that again. I didn't.
No, I was saying, are we just talking? I think we're talking about influence that spans past and just other writers, like the community. I'm saying Thorfinn had people pretending to be good people.
Oh, yeah.
Ty.
Well, that's my argument for Aaron. So yeah,
Thorfinn literally had niggas R farming talking about I have no enemy,
bro.
That shit was so crazy.
It was bro, nasty.
Nigga don't even clean his room. I have no enemy. Shut your dumb ass up.
I was like, you were just beefing with somebody in the store like 5 minutes ago.
Like Vinland Saga is a bit fresh, but Vinland Saga is one of those series that we can definitively say it is carried by Thorfinn. Thorfinn is the narrative of Vinland Saga, and it's arguably, in my opinion, a perfect series. So that's probably who I'd pick. Sounds like you're about to say.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, Lonnie said that he has a little bit of an issue putting Light before Luffy. I have a bit of an issue putting Thorfinn before Light.
Longevity is his biggest weakness.
I hear you. He doesn't have the longevity. I understand.
Same time, just
who are the three that we have again? Goku, Sailor Moon, and who?
Off after L, Light story does kind of fall off in terms of quality. like he does have a little bit of a lower. It has a little bit more of a longer low than I think Thorfinn does in Vinland.
Like he fails, but that's not. I don't think it takes away.
The story. I'm not talking about like what happens in the story. I'm saying like Light, of course, is like iconic and things like that. But after L dies, we all know like the story, and of course, the story is based around him. His story kind of dips a little bit in terms of quality and impact, whatever you want to say. Like people mainly talk about Death Note up until
the first half,
L, and then the second half, it's like, Thorfinn's journey is consistently good throughout, in my opinion, or at least it doesn't dip as low as Light's story did.
So my only pushback would be to you. I feel like that might be your perception.
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This second season that came by with my God, Vinland, the people who were tapped in obviously thought it was good, but it wasn't really well received by a lot of especially the newer anime fans. I want more action. I'm used to the combat. I don't want to see him go through this journey. I want to see fighting. When's the war? So I could argue that same dip kind of existed because of the existence of that second season and the perception to like the anime community at large.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it doesn't dip like as low. Like I still think like the second season dips a little because a lot of people are complaining about that. But
for sure.
Santo, what about you? What are some characters you would pick? We have to start putting names on boards.
What were the three again? Goku, Sailor Moon, and who?
We have 4 so far. We have Goku, Naruto, Sailor Moon, and Griffith.
That's a pretty good start.
Let's
How do we feel about Spike?
No,
it's hard. I'm not as high on Cowboy Bebop personally.
I'm high on Cowboy Bebop. I don't think.
Let me see the cartoon.
There's a lot.
Fit.
Like
I don't think his impact is like that impact, at least in my opinion. Like I think Cowboy Bebop has a lot of impact and influence, but I don't think Spike himself is up there.
The suave, calm and collected. I think Vash is above. But Cowboy Bebop, I think, is more popular. And Spike is more popular than Vash, but I think Vash is better than Spike.
No, I think Vash is more popular than Spike. But
which you know, the quality of the character is also part of this. So,
is anyone watching the new Trigun shit or whatever?
It's on my list.
People like it apparently. Some people hate it, but
we got to start running for Pikachu, man.
Oh, Pikachu should be in. No matter.
I'm with you on Pikachu.
I'm with you on
Pikachu should be in.
All right, convince me because I don't know.
He's one of the most recognizable fictional animals ever.
I want y'all to know that was for one person. That wasn't that was the one person.
When you think of anime sidekick, what's the first thing you think of, Riddell?
He's the biggest anime mascot of all time.
We have the top villain. We have the top polarizing character. We have the top hero. Throw the top mascot in there. The top companion.
Chopper's literally one piece of shot at a Pikachu type character.
Hey, that live action looks good though. With Chopper, the live action looks good. All right. I would. I'm fine. Let's go Pikachu.
All right. So we're at 5. We got 2 spots left.
Dang, 2 spots left for first ballot. Man.
First ballot.
Andy, Vash over Yusuke?
Lelouch?
They not tapped in with that boy. They not tapped in.
No Edward?
Edward is interesting. Do you think Edward or Roy Mustang is the more prominent character in that series? Like Edward's the better.
Edward for sure. I would think Edward for sure.
Okay, I think Roy Mustang's.
I don't think that people I think Ed probably provided the most satisfying character arc, like payoff that people like. I've never met someone that did not like how Ed's story ended. I've never met someone that didn't like it.
I found it interesting,
which is very rare. Everyone has problems, even great story endings like Naruto. You can find people that don't like certain things. I've never met someone that said, you know, that payoff that we got from Ed, I didn't really like it. Never heard that before.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
It is one of the most satisfying character arcs in manga, if not the most satisfying.
I was just bringing up Roy Mustang because I have seen lists where people were ranking like the best like characters, and I would see their list where Ed's top 5 and Mustang's above them.
Well,
I think
those like the Vegeta niggas.
That moment.
Like,
I think that Roy Mustang moment carries.
No, he has one of the biggest.
Mustang was great.
When people think about Get Back to anime, Mustang always comes to mind.
I created a character based off Mustang in my light novel that I haven't worked on in years. So I think Mustang's great.
They both have crazy signature traits. Like his signature trait is in his name, the Full Metal Alchemist.
True. Flame Alchemist. I low-key think Light Yagami should make it. I'm be honest. I think
I do too.
I'm not mad at Light.
Okay. So out of these names,
God.
out of these names that we have 5 names locked. Eren, Guts, Light Yagami, Edward, Lelouch. Who's the first pick?
Say it one more time.
Eren, Guts, Light, Edward, Lelouch.
I'm not gonna hold down. I don't think Lelouch should even be on there with the other ones.
I would also throw in
his longevity does not compare to the other ones.
I just don't agree to that, but I'm gonna let it be. I will say something controversial. For someone who loves Attack on Titan, Eren's story heavily mirrors what Lelouch did.
He just did that shit better, man.
I actually do agree with that. I agree with that. I didn't want to because I wanted to slide him, but I do agree with that.
These are 2 of my favorite characters, so I have no bias either way.
He has the iconic signature trait with the Gias and how he sees the world,
and then making himself the enemy to save the world.
I'm sorry. I'm taking Light over all of them.
I'm not mad at Light. I'm not mad at Light
too much either.
Andy said Inuyasha.
I would throw in. I said the next batch I was gonna think of was between Yusuke, Ichigo, and Inuyasha. Literally, I was thinking that.
Ichigo is a solid second ballot. Hall of Famer.
We got a couple.
I feel like all 3 names I just listed were probably second ballot.
I would agree. How many ballots will it take for Gojo to make a ballot?
Gojo might be second ballot.
We're talking about best senseis, because I was thinking we have the best villains. I was like best senseis, and Gojo's up there. So I was just like, he doesn't have the longevity.
And again, it doesn't have to be. That's what I was just about to say. It doesn't have to be one character per anime. You can say Vegeta, you can say Kakashi,
do we say Vegeta?
Gojo, Sukuna.
I'll say Gojo.
I don't mind Vegeta then.
I don't mind Vegeta.
I don't mind Vegeta at all.
I think Vegeta probably should be a
character. I'll never say no to Vegeta.
How many spots do we have left?
2. If we agree Vegeta, then 1.
You got 2.
I'm not putting Gojo in front of Vegeta.
I'm not either.
Well, we just said put what?
We just
I'm not putting Gojo in front of Vegeta.
We literally just agreed on Vegeta.
Yeah. All right, I'm okay with Vegeta.
He's agreeing with you, with Lonnie. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna. Okay, so Vegeta, right?
Actually, I want more
Eren, Guts, Light Yagami, Edward, Lelouch, Yusuke, Inuyasha. Vegeta is over all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say he has the memorable moments. He has the development. He has the impact. He has he got everything, man.
The influence, everything.
Yeah.
For how popular Goku is, people love Vegeta.
Emotional resonance. Right. Niggas think that nigga a better dad than Goku. It's just that nigga really he fooled these niggas, man. His legacy is crazy. Yo, he got that Jordan legacy. They burned the tapes. Shout out to him, man.
That
we do have
The woke game. He got that woke game.
the 100-point game that nobody saw.
Bro,
No radio got
bro,
it. Nothing.
Burn the tapes, bro.
we
got
got
one
a
spot left.
we got a couple legacy characters that some people in the chat like Kenshiro and Astro Boy.
No,
We good, bro. We ain't putting Wilt Chamberlain.
Angie also said Kenshin, but the way y'all disrespect Kenshin, I can't.
who is y'all, bro?
Who is
It's just
y'all?
not going first ballot.
Y'all
that's all.
have.
What would be your influence on Kenshin? That
Well,
every
so-
swordsman is because of Kenshin?
So what you got to say to me? Santo?
Don't do it.
Yeah,
I'm not falling for the trap card. I'm not.
What trap card?
I'll fall for it, Miles. I'll fall for it. Every
Why?
nigga with a sword. Every
Yeah,
Samurai
every nigga with a
Jack.
sword is because of
Or
Kenshin? Yeah. B boop.
All right, for the last.
Yo.
You got one spot.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not Kenshin, man.
The last spot, I'll be okay with light. I think it's light. I think
Are
it's
there
light.
any other-
Hold on. Why
think
are you
Light over here.
calling why are you calling Astro Boy Will Chamberlain? Like
That nigga
he
is
literally
Will.
inspired like Pluto like a couple years ago. That was Astro Boy inspired.
But Pluto is Astro Boy, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so I don't understand why we call him Wilt Chamberlain when we still feeling his
That
impact.
nigga-
today.
He's like
He
like
is
Hello
what-
Kitty. He's old as.
Outside
yeah.
of Pluto, because Pluto is just his series. It's just the same series again. What other?
I'm
influence
just
he
asking
has?
the question because I don't think we
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
I'm
think we
saying.
can just downplay him like that.
I think we.
I'm not
could.
saying he should be.
Hold
I'm
on,
not saying he
Wilt
should be on the
Chamberlain
list.
downplaying him? Like, oh,
Yeah,
We literally hold on. We literally do not believe what has been reported his greatest feat ever with Will Chamberlain. We do
Okay,
not
he's Bill Russell.
fine.
Even though
Like,
Bill
yeah,
Russell is worse, but you know.
So we doing a legacy.
Are
pick?
there any other women? in
Y'all
anime?
lucky I can't say inanimate objects because I wouldn't say Astro's more influential than Gundam.
Oh, yeah,
I
me
would
neither.
if you said Gundam, I'd agree with you.
But I have a question. Are there any other women in anime outside of
Bulma.
Bulma,
That's a
Sakura.
good one.
Bulma, Sakura? I ain't gonna lie.
I was naming people.
I ain't gonna lie.
I say light, bro. Light above Bulma. Light above. Fine.
Light
Yeah,
is
I'll
Bulma.
crazy.
Light is not above Bulma at all.
I also agree with
Yeah,
you.
Light.
Nah,
I
I think he is.
You said who's above? You said Light's not above Bulma?
I
No.
think he is. I think he is.
I
I also
think
think
he
that
is, too.
I don't actually Sakura might be above Bulma from the standpoint of
I agree with Andrew.
she might be. I think she's more culturally relevant to the day. Crazy thing
I'm
about
thinking about Dragon Ball all the way up.
I think
That's
if you
all I'm
squint, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing the argument, but I don't like how it makes me feel.
Hold up.
I
Shout
got-
out
I
to
If that makes sense.
Angie kind of cooking. I might have to stick with my guns. I might have 1-0, man. And
If you-
to be nasty like Ty was, cultural resonance. Hey, you got niggas saying Attack on Titan is a mech anime. I'm just saying.
It's the white
Delusion.
one. It's the white one with like the yellow. It's like the typical Gundam. That's the one you're referring to. Because that's
the iconic blue, the white
Blue,
outfit with the
red,
blue
yellow.
head, with the red feet, and the yellow V on his neck. The iconic Gundam.
Okay.
There's no Eureka 7. To your point, because we argued about this, there's no Code Geass. There's no Darling in the Franks. There's no, to some circles, Attack on Titan.
There's no 86.
There's no Evangelion.
I agree with Miles. I think we should
Ghost in the
vote
Shell.
I'm fine with Wing Zero. I'm not as big as a mech guy as Miles, but I love mech. I was watching the new gun because I still, for some reason, never finished the Gundam that came out last year.
Yeah.
I have like 2-3 episodes left. Shit's so good.
Hey,
I ain't mad at that. That could be our 7.
Yeah,
that
they
thing I posted in
literally.
the group chat, Lonnie. I'm rewatching that series now because. Yo,
Because what are you supposed to
we-
do?
So that's what we're doing. We're going Wing Zero.
It's
Yeah, he
no.
goes back.
I don't like mech anime. There's no denying the popularity and influence of Gundam. There's just
People
no-
that don't even like anime, when they go to Japan, they go to the that Wing Zero big replica thing to take
the
pictures.
hangar, yeah.
Are we?
I'm not.
I was there.
And we gotta pick 3
I'm not
series.
even going to. I'm not even going to lie. Like growing up, I really didn't watch Gundam Wing until G Gundam. But I remember playing, and Random can attest to this, Dynasty Warriors. And then a Gundam Wing Dynasty Warriors game came out. I was like, what the hell is this? Like that's the
That was
influence it
like the
has.
first tie-in game for Dynasty Wars, like Warriors tie-in. I played that one too. They made like 4 or 5 of them, I think. Santo,
Yeah.
they were cooking with them shits.
All right.
So
Well,
we got the 7 characters inducted into the BSS Hall of Fame. Goku, Naruto, Sailor Moon, Griffith, Pikachu, Vegeta, and Wing Zero.
I like that.
we cooked.
I like
We
it.
cooked.
Solid list. Solid list.
So now 3 anime.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that simple?
I think it's that simple.
Okay.
I'm not even mad at that.
More or less. More or less. Yeah. More or less.
Okay. Now question. Just
What's
playing
the
devil's advocate.
I'm not talking about the lot.
You
for
didn't.
Sure.
We didn't consider Luffy because his story is not finished. Do we do the same for the anime?
Y'all didn't consider
Yeah.
Luffy anime is finished, but Dragon Ball's still going. But whatever. Dragon Ball to me is a lock. One Piece is gonna go down as like a top 3 story of all time in human fiction, in terms of sales or whatever. Not in terms of popular, but and then the third one you can say Naruto. I can listen to Berserk.
I feel like I'm hating on One Piece.
So we're talking strictly anime.
But like,
We're not talking manga.
You Sword Art Online because of the isekai creative.
Are we talking manga?
But I don't think it's gonna be first ballot. That's like a second, third ballot type of thing.
So we're talking anime.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And just hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Russell might got to be up here.
So
Astro Boy?
Is Astro Boy not the first anime?
I have no idea.
Let me check.
Maybe,
bro. Like, I don't want to though.
Like I hear you, but I'm pretty sure Astro Boy might be the first anime ever.
It wasn't the first anime, but it was the first popular anime.
Okay. So then we can be nappy if it wasn't first. So that's why it wasn't there.
It was the first Japanese animated series to widely air in the United States in 1963.
Ooh,
that's crazy. That's insane longevity.
So Dragon Ball is a lock?
I think Dragon Ball's a lock. I don't think there's no argument you can put against it.
Dragon Ball's the easiest lock.
I think One Piece
Astro Boy was the first serialized anime TV series to ever air on Japanese
just to keep it consistent.
Oh,
just to like rebuttal or not rebuttal, at the very least contextualize what you said before. The thing that's different between Luffy and One Piece is I do separate the magnitude of impact as well. Like Luffy's a good character for sure, but I do think One Piece in itself is much more influential than Luffy as a character is. And then of course One Piece, the great things about One Piece extend beyond the characters because it has arguably the greatest world building we've ever seen. It is arguably the greatest longevity we've ever seen. In terms of all the criteria, it hits almost all of them as the greatest we've ever seen. So I think it mitigates the lack of ending with how great
I think Astro Boy has to be up there. These are insane things.
That's what I was saying. That's why I called it Bill Russell random, because I feel like at some point
it literally popularized the anime format that we know today in the 60s.
L Bill.
Hey, shout out to 11 Rings, man.
So we doing a legacy.
Number 8 all time, nigga. Shout out to 11 Rings.
So look, like those
11 Rings are nasty.
So Astro Boy is the most important because It achieved several critical milestones that defined the anime genre. First weekly TV series that introduced the aesthetic blueprint of like the signature large eyes. It became the first anime to be exported globally. It also set the production standards that we follow. I think that's insane. I think you have.
But it's not even Bill Russell. This is like before George Mikan. I don't even know what NBA players we talking about at this point.
I have a question for y'all. Is it like good?
Hold on. $2 super chat. $2 super chat by Angie Carr. Dragon Ball, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Astro Boy.
Being honest, Ty, it's not the longest story ever, but yeah, it is pretty good. Like if you want it like a like on your free time, you can watch Pluto. I think it's 8 episodes.
Oh yeah,
I think you'd really enjoy it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I watch Pluto. Also, Akira. Oh wait, I ain't gonna lie. Akira is a.
This was my theory. I was going to say Dragon Ball, Akira, and then the third one. I think I'm not going to pick Astro Boy. Akira, that freaking motorcycle slide alone is so iconic. I was just playing Tekken today, and Hwoarang every time he enters the stage on his motorcycle does the Akira slide.
If you want to talk about inspiration, like Kishimoto, like if you look at like a lot of Kishimoto's old art, he was heavily inspired by Akira.
And I think it goes beyond anime. Quentin Tarantino was inspired by Akira. Like it gets
also the quality is the quality of the story. Like I think it's
very good.
I think it translates. So I'm willing to accept. Oh well, are we doing movies?
It's anime.
I think
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I would say
so. I think Akira would be the exception in my opinion
for movies. So like we would include Spirited Away and stuff like that.
I think Akira is. I think Akira.
I'm not.
You just asked. So yes, Riddell, it could be up for contention. Sure.
Okay. All right. I'm willing to accept Akira because I agree. It's very impactful and it is actually like realistically quality. I'm still hesitant on Astro Boy though. That's the one I'm like.
Hey, Dragon Ball, Akira, and Naruto.
I'm not mad at Naruto. I think
Naruto over One Piece. You know, might as well just throw Full Metal.
And that was my original. Okay. Go ahead, your super chat. I got you. I understand.
Another super chat. I got another super chat by Jakar. If we're going movies, Stamp D, Akira, Mononoke, Princess Mononoke.
So the thing about it is, I feel like Dragon Ball and Akira should be the locks, and then that would give it over One Piece and Naruto. That's what I think.
I agree. I agree with that.
Full Metal, it don't get a mention. I think this is one of those consensus best anime of all time.
Yeah.
The main thing I was arguing about Naruto, and I was saying I felt like a One Piece hater earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think Naruto's Western impact just can't be like understated. Like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z was like the grandpa did it first. When Naruto hit the fucking scene, that shit went to the moon in the West. Like literal insanity.
You had kids in school doing the Naruto run.
Nigga, I was doing it. Recess? Come on.
But he did say we can include manga. If it was just anime, I would be with you. But since we can include manga, that's why I'm still comfortable with One Piece.
Yeah, I would say One Piece is by far the most successful
manga.
It's not close.
For sure.
Okay, so Akira was a lock?
I believe it should be.
I'm not mad at Akira.
Okay, Akira's a lock. So One Piece, Astro, FMAB, Naruto. Who's going first? Because there's only one spot left.
One Piece.
I will agree with One Piece. I would agree with it. I'll let it go through. Brandon, you look hesitant. What's up?
I think just looking, I get it. I haven't finished One Piece, but I think just looking at everything that Astro Boy set up, the foundation, you just can't overlook that. I get it that we're just looking at it and we want to claim it's that. But bro, if we're talking about the fact that the 30-minute thing, how anime characters freaking look, the fact that it's the first one, they were making anime since the 1910s, but the first one to ever cross that boundary before even some of your grandparents were born was Astro Boy. I think that's really impactful. I think the influence alone, all that stuff, the longevity, I think that's all really for Astro Boy. And I feel like I think we should also just get out the way now because we're always going to bring this up every year we do this. I think that's hugely important.
I'll be the villain. I'll be the bad guy. It sounds just like when old people are trying to say that Bill Russell's like a top 10 player of all time because he.
Nah, but
I know. I'm being a little nasty. It's like, oh, because like what they had to go through while they were playing basketball. I get it. It was the first big one, but I'm not putting because it's between Astro Boy and One Piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I've never watched Astro Boy, so it's like
I'm not putting Astro Boy in there over One Piece. I'm just not.
Like, if I'm being as good faith as possible, now I'm going to make a similar analogy, but I'm not saying it to disparage Astro Boy. It's really talking about the origins of like what Astro Boy provided. It is like the Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. If you want to say how it modernized the sport, you can call it the Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. I don't care what you do it. My comparison though is it's compared to Michael Jordan or LeBron James. And regardless of like how it initially started the trend or started the movement, the quality from my understanding, and I'm not an Astro Boy enthusiast, I think the quality of One Piece is undeniable, and the success of One Piece is undeniable. So that's why I'm pretty good with that. And to be fair to what you said, Random, like we will bring it up again, but there's not going to be many series that are as good, as successful as One Piece to compare it to. So I think it will be able to get on against easier competition.
But this is what I'm saying. Okay, let's just say next year and JJK's up. Somebody on here is going to say, I'm not putting Astro Boy in front of JJK.
Nobody's going to do that, Random.
Okay, maybe not JJK. Instead of Cowboy Bebop, or insert another Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, we're going to keep doing this. Like, because, this is the greatest anime of all time. When I'm like, it wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. I think that's important. I think all the first that it said, the fact that the freaking creator of Astro Boy is called the god of manga. That's his moniker in the manga space. I think that's very important.
Can I just do something right quick? Okay, so let's test. Johnny Unitas or Tom Brady? Who goes in first?
Like, we had similar analogies, Santo, because I was saying this is like just what happened with Bill Belichick. People wanted to put Bill Belichick's obviously the number one coach of all time, clear cut, but people that had to wait, that were waiting for years to get in the Hall of Fame, got their names put in the ballot because they were waiting so long. And that's basically we're saying like, oh, we're just gonna keep putting it off, but we're putting it off. We're putting it off for the greatest anime / manga story of all time. To me, it's just a no-brainer.
I hear what you're saying, and I will say I don't think One Piece should go above Naruto, but I'm willing to concede it for the consensus. But my problem with that argument, Lonnie, is just because people are, specifically in that example, just because that's being done to Bill Belichick and they're putting the other coaches ahead of him, that doesn't mean it's correct. And I think that's but that's what I think that's very important, right? Go ahead, Santos.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't know if you were done. My bad.
No, go ahead.
The only reason I brought up Tom Brady, it's because Tom Brady is so far, and I think this is where Riddell is regarding One Piece. The impact of Tom Brady is so it transcends like decades. Like Johnny Unitas was regarded as the best QB, the original, the one that started it all. But then you have Tom Brady's impact, who we've never. This is a phenom. We've never seen this before, and we might never see it again. Random, who goes in first?
Tom Brady, I guess. I just think those are two different things, though.
I'm with you, Random.
I think if somebody argued for Johnny Unitas, though, I wouldn't. If Johnny Unitas, like he literally came up with the quarterback motion that people still use today. He's the one who really popularized calling your own plays. Like if somebody, I think I would be able to listen to a Johnny Unitas argument to why he should be in front of Tom Brady and be okay. That's good enough. If somebody picked him, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Even on the Michael Jordan tip, to me, if LeBron became the GOAT while playing like Michael Jordan, it would mean a lot more. I think when we're talking about an anime that set the foundation for every other anime, like you remove Astro Boy, we don't know what this shit looks like.
I don't disagree, but we're also talking. But it's between because I don't disagree with anything that you're saying about Astro Boy, but it's between Astro Boy and the greatest of all time, or what, or would end up being if you don't already consider the great. What will end up being.
We're doing the chicken or the egg, pretty much.
We kind of are, and like I said, I don't even have One Piece above Naruto, so y'all know where I stand already.
Because I'm down for the conversation, but if the only argument for Astro Boy is because it did it first, or because it laid the foundation, but in no other ways it's actually better than One Piece. I can't. I just
okay, but that also
actually
better is
before we regurgitate the conversation. Let me ask this then.
Sure.
Why do you have Dragon Ball above Astro Boy?
I don't. They're on the same class. I don't know which one's better. I just if you want me to say Astro Boy belongs, if I'm the okay, fine, I'll put Astro Boy in front of Dragon Ball if that's the thing we're using. I just think we're talking about the class. If there's 3 anime I'm putting in there, Akira, Dragon Ball, and Astro Boy are the 3. I don't see which one's better. That's not what I'm saying. The only reason that we're not agreeing on the only reason Astro Boy is a question is because you guys don't agree with it. I think it should be. I think the fact that it's set how everything from now until the future looks, how the time structure, the fact that it was the first one to go global in the 60s, and like I think that's important.
That leads to my point without even pivoting and saying like Astro Boy has to be better, like based off logic, Riddell. The reason why I would put Dragon Ball Z above it as well, the same reason why I'd put Naruto above One Piece as well. Like, there's one thing to have the success in Japan. I think where Naruto and DBZ kind of differ, and One Piece caught on extremely late, is their impact everywhere around the world. I think it was DBZ first in the 90s that influenced that wave of not just the West being the Americas, but Europe and all of that stuff too, South America and all of that stuff too. I think Naruto, right behind it, did the exact same thing. Granted, we know manga sales are largely influenced by Japan. So One Piece, it ruled Japan. It still does to an extent, right? Still highly touted, top 10, all of that stuff is fine. When I have Naruto and DBZ, they brought in an entire new market and dominated somewhere else where other manga, other anime just weren't doing that. They might have had some traction, sure, but I'm talking about being like the top dog. You couldn't tell our generation, our age group, we're tapped in, we watch a lot of series, you're not saying nothing about no Dragon Ball Z. There's nothing better than it. And then you go to the next generation, there's nothing better than Naruto. They rule the West. They rule a different demographic. And I think that's important.
My final counter argument would be One Piece right now, like the last few years, has impacted
the world. Look how long it took.
Yeah, I'm saying, but we're talking in terms of it impacted the world more than I think any other anime. Like governments have literally banned One Piece out of their country. We literally see governments get toppled over, and then the One Piece flag gets put on top of it.
Look at what.
Yeah, that's cool, Lonnie. That's cool, Lonnie. One Piece was serialized 97. It took 25 years for that to happen.
Yeah,
Naruto was busting in the West in 03.
I see what he's saying.
We're talking about like impact and influence and stuff like that. That's still like just because it took a while.
I feel you. But I'm saying,
so it's
as long as it took One Piece to even reach that, Naruto's been doing it that long. Naruto's been popular in the West for 20 plus years.
Yeah, no, Naruto's in there for me. Naruto's in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Dragon Ball. That's the difference for me between One Piece, in Dragon Ball Z and Jesus Christ and Naruto, and why I would also have them above Astro Boy to answer Riddell's original point. That's the reason why.
Yeah, no, Naruto and Dragon Ball are in there for me, but One Piece, like, it literally has governmental like world impact and stuff like that. So it's like, yes, Astro Boy did it first, but
Shout out Travis Scott.
With the One Piece
so how about we do this? How about we do this? Dragon Ball and Astro, put him in,
And Akira.
and then we debate. So
Oh.
Akira is not moving.
I don't think it should move either. Just because, okay, if you're going to use the fact that One Piece, Akira is so prevalent today.
I put Akira above Astro Boy.
I wouldn't.
I probably, yeah. I mean, I understand the points you guys are making, talking about the originator, what started it all. I think that can't be forgotten in the history books. I think One Piece. My perception of One Piece is it's the greatest manga of all time. It is the most impactful manga in the world.
Hold on, Riddell.
And
$2 super chat by Angie Carr. Taxing an anime for showing up early is nasty.
And then finish Riddell. And I have one more counter argument after you finish Riddell.
Okay.
It's One Piece.
And then it's like it's one of the greatest. It's going to end up not only a manga, it's going to transcend that as one of the greatest pieces of fiction in the world, period. That's why it's now competing as one of the greatest like franchises like Dragon Ball and Pokemon. One of the greatest like sold stories, up there with some of the greatest comic books like Superman or Batman. And then it's going to be revered like Shakespeare. So I have it in so high regard. The quality and the impact is unmatched. But I think you guys do make a very interesting argument with Astro Boy in terms of its origination. It set the tone. So I would actually just pivot and just say I would kick Akira out because One Piece basically does everything Akira does, but better. Yeah. I would go Astro Boy, but I'm kicking out Akira.
Because my final argument was like, I felt like the Bill Russell point was like, yeah, from a being old standpoint, but picture of Bill Russell not only had 11 rings, not only good on defense, but was like the best scorer, the best passer, like changed the game. You know what? Like Astro Boy didn't just be first. That's not what happened. It set the tone for how long anime should be, how anime should look. Video game characters, different sorts of like the android trope. Like it did way more than just be first. That's where I feel like it's kind of getting lost in translation.
And remember, it went global in the 60s. Like when Germany was trying to put itself back together, they're like, we need that Astro Boy in here.
Yo.
like what are we talking about? When it was the West versus communism, people were like, bring that Astro Boy here. Like I think that's huge. Just like how you're using One Piece as its effect on government. While mind you, I don't have actual evidence of motherfuckers toppling, but the fact that all that stuff where people was where before obviously the right stream, where it was appointment television to get in front of a screen to watch something, people wanted to watch Astro Boy. I think that's very important.
All right. I don't know how we're going to figure this out.
I think it's important.
The only reason I'm fighting for it now, because I'm telling you, next year when we do this again, and I bring up Astro Boy, someone's going to be like, Full Metal. There's always going to be another anime that we put in front of.
I think you're dragging that.
I think that person. You just got to convince me. You ain't convincing me tonight.
I think we hit the agreement that Akira can get dropped. I think that's good enough.
I agree. Akira can drop if.
All right. Okay.
This is a joke.
I can't fight back.
Like Joel Embiid MVP. This is what, in my opinion, right now. This is like a here nigga damn.
No, I think there's something to the originator of the originator of the tone setter of all.
Like One Piece doesn't get it. One Piece doesn't become One Piece if Astro Boy never exists.
And Tom Brady doesn't become Tom Brady without Johnny Unitas. I'm still gonna put Tom Brady before Johnny Unitas every single damn time.
Well, they both can make it.
We hit the happy medium. We hit the happy medium. So the first class of BSS anime / manga is Dragon Ball, Astro Boy, and One Piece.
All right.
What's up?
What,
can I
hold on? So I think this will be good enough. You're gonna have to put a little flair Santo with this though, unless you want someone else to do it. Reiterate the Hall of Fame for the characters and the anime,
Mhm.
so we can make this a clip, a little exposition for everything, the rationale, kind of summarizing it. We could do it where it's like everybody gets their own, but like if it's more concise, one person does it by himself, that's fine too. Little clip. I think this is
I mean,
an interesting talking point.
I mean, if you brought it up, go for it. You take it away.
We heard it.
All right, before I do that, Random, what's up?
Can I please, for this class, can we add a spot for a mangaka? Because I think that's important. Just one
One
spot.
mangaka?
One mangaka.
Or one creator? I don't know. That's kind of hard because if we're including movies and anime, then like, do we include a director as well?
Or we can just go Toriyama. Simple.
You could Toriyama. You could do Miura. You
just go Toriyama or Oda. One of the two.
I think we should also honor a mangaka as well. Because obviously you want to say director, but if the mangaka doesn't make the story as great as it is, you don't get the director, you don't get the movie series, you don't get the TV.
Well, did Akira have a manga?
I do not know off the top of my head. I can check.
It does.
I don't know.
We can revise at a later date.
Okay. All right. To kind of go through it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you have thought of what it would look like for an anime to have a Hall of Fame. Well, we got it here at the Black Sensei Society, where we're going to have 7 people are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as characters of anime, of manga, and then we're going to induct 3 anime manga series as well. What are the names again? Naruto.
I'll take it. You want me to take it from here?
Yeah, you do the characters. If you want me to do the anime, so we could change it up, we can. But I don't remember all the characters.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do the characters. So just name them from now.
Yeah, just start naming the characters.
And the editor, you know what to do.
He knows what to do.
So we have Goku, Naruto, Sailor Moon, Griffith, Pikachu, Vegeta, and Wing Zero.
All right. You want to give a little like explanation for each on why we did it? That way people can like understand it. Plus, it needs to be over a minute long.
Okay, sure.
I was like regretting all of this.
This
all
it takes to make
Director Riddell is in full effect right here. We're gonna make a great.
I felt that sigh from all the way over here, Santa.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Shit. I'm not good at impromptu. Let's go. Yeah, I can't do impromptu like that. I can't.
You can always just add some more stuff and edit it in post.
Wait, let me write down the character right here. Actually, Miles, you want to try it?
What am I doing?
So we're renaming all the Hall of Fame. I just did the hook for it. So you just name the 7 characters and a quick little rationale on why we picked each character, and then I'll do the 3 anime, and then that's the clip.
Can you
I'm typing it in the chat right now. Damn. Chat, this is live right now. This is live.
Live clip making.
Real quick, Miles, I try to pose it to them, but I was like, we should have one spot for a mangaka that we add into each Hall of Fame class. They were very lukewarm, or they just wanted to put Toriyama.
I'm fine if we do it next episode so we can have more time to fight. We've been here a while.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Like it's 12:15.
Even if we do 2 next episode.
You know how we have some Grammys that don't get airtime. We just slap it on the website, man.
You're crazy.
That's a great idea, Santo. That's a great idea.
Get up next time, champ.
I think you put it in the chat.
It's in the StreamYard.
Let me just transfer it to my notepad so I can be looking at it while I'm speaking.
Actually, aren't we supposed to have a guest next week? The guest can put an input for the mangaka.
Lion. Comic book anime episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, perfect excuse. Yeah, the author can help us pick an author.
And these are going to be like what our first ballot anime characters.
Mm-hmm. I already did the hook, so you could just start off with this.
I can just okay. These are our anime first ballot characters. We got Goku, grandfather of all anime, extremely iconic, super impact in the West. Naruto, same reason. Prototype of the believe it. I want to restart. If I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna do this shit right.
I respect it.
I want to keep their kind of what I'm saying about them simple. Okay,
you got it.
These are 7 no.
You see, I'm not good at this.
I'm the same way. I think I
okay.
You got it, Miles.
These are our 7 anime characters. You guys are cutting me off. These are our 7 first ballot anime characters. At 1, we got Goku, the grandfather of all anime. At number 2, we got Naruto, the hyperactive knucklehead ninja, the pioneer of the West. At number 3, we have Sailor Moon, the most iconic female anime character in history. Number 4, the pretty boy, the playboy, the philanthropist. We got Griffith, the archetype for a lot of villains in anime. At number 5, the number 1 mascot, we got Pikachu, Pika Pika. At number 6, we got Vegeta, the iconic villain, antagonist, you name it. He developed, he grew. A lot of characters are mirrored after him. And at number 7, our final one, we have Wing Zero, the grandfather of the mechs. You name a mech anime, it wouldn't be here without him. Let us know what you think. I'm so elite.
All right.
No notes, Miles.
I'm just so fucking good at this shit. I'm just that nigga.
All right, sounds good. Let me wrap it up with the 3 anime.
All right, we good.
And then continue on with that Hall of Fame class. We had to mention 3 more anime or manga to showcase that we really know ball. So, of course, one of the names we're going to mention is One Piece, the greatest story. You hear me? Story of all time. And there's really no question. Our number 2 spot is Dragon Ball. The impact of Dragon Ball is undeniable from literally everybody, especially the West, how it influences video games, how it influences anime, how everybody's trying to do a Kamehameha. We know what Dragon Ball is. And number 3, a very unconventional choice, but one that matters, Astro Boy. Astro Boy really started the scene of what is anime today. It popularized so many anime concepts. I know it's old. I know it may be in black and white, but there's no denying we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Astro Boy. There we go.
No notes. You just put that hate in there.
Bye. Astro Bye.
Hey, but look, that's that rage bait though. You see, that's how you do it though. You gotta you say all of the good shit. You gotta just that little sprinkle, get the people going.
The old head will appreciate it. Yeah, it was a black and white back in my day. Yeah, for sure.
Back when we couldn't even hear it, we were just looking at subtitles. For sure.
Before
we go, can we just Lonnie, you still here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Riddell, mute up. So you can't hear us. Okay. 7 Kingdoms have been cooking. Turn your camera on real quick, Lonnie.
Bro, 7 Kingdoms. Hold on. Let me put this out real quick.
Put what out?
Candle. You know, my incense. No, 7 Kingdoms is phenomenal. If you feel like, yo, I need a great story, but I don't want to watch one of those hour shows, those hour-long dramas. 7 Kingdoms is the perfect one. To me, it's the best Game of Thrones story so far. I think it's the best paced one. Next episode might be the best Game of Thrones episode. It's at least gonna be top 5. At least it's gonna be a top 5 episode, in my opinion. It's hilarious. You don't even have to know a lot about the characters to just love the characters. I love Dunk and Egg. They're dynamic. It still sticks in my head, like when Dunk was like, "Yo, people used to call me stupid," and then Egg's just looking at me, he's just like, and he's just like, and what? Mind your business. He's like, nigga, you started the conversation.
Yeah,
like I love their dynamic. I love the series. I think it's Random said it earlier. Like I like shows like this. Shows just like in the world, in the verse that have a lot of meaning and impact, but aren't that big at the same time. And yeah, they're cooking. No, they're cooking.
I pretty much agree with everything Lonnie has said, not to like rehash everything. I think it's takes a lot of skill to be able to have something in the same verse and still have that same level of dedication to the world building, like the character growth, while also being lighthearted at the same exact time. I think even though some of these senses, these scenes, these last two episodes have been a little bit more intense, the overall air of the series is so much different and far removed from regular Game of Thrones. Being able to have the same exact level of storytelling and character growth, I think, is incredible. I think Egg is the star of the show. I love him kind of begging to be back in the fold. Him kind of having to convey to Duncan, why he was doing what he did. I like the introduction of their older brother being this bumbling drunk idiot. My only complaint, I always have a complaint. It's me,
I have
baby.
one as well.
My only complaint, Lonnie does like the pacing, and I do think like objectively the pacing is fine. They're blue balling us on letting that nigga fight. But I think that's also a testament to how good the series is, because the 30 minutes is simply not enough. I need an hour of this shit every week. I want to see this nigga scrap. I'm interested in all of the characters. And I feel like it's giving some of these houses a different name. The Baratheons, I really fuck with them right now. They're kind of hard. The Targaryens, other than Arian, I think his name is, the pretty boy prick. I think the uncle and the pops are good ass fucking dudes. Usually the Targaryens are painted as evil, kingly, all of this stuff. I'm fucking with the way they're doing all of these characters. They're cooking.
Real quick, like you talked about the Baratheons. I low-key want like more Baratheon lore, because like when you like read up on them, like they some demons, bro. Like,
Demons.
they have a problem. My only fear with the show is that they said that, well, they already stated before that it has like a lower budget, of course, than like the other Game of Thrones series.
For sure.
And the director said that like the budget might be even less in the future series, especially with the Warner Brothers sale and stuff like that. So I'm worried like, if they cut too much of the budget, because they're like, oh, we're making it work. You guys are making it work with this low budget, and they lowered it even more. I'm worried that might affect the overall product. But that's just being cautious, because we know how the business works. But no, they're doing great. They want to like, I think they're already gonna start. They're gonna start filming the second season soon.
Yep.
Because they don't want. They know they learned from things like Stranger Things and things like that. Don't age out your actors. Don't do that. So yeah, they have a game plan. Hopefully George R. R. Martin doesn't get in the way. And yeah, that's great.
Heavily recommend. It's not in the. I'm sorry, random. It's not in the. It's in the same verse, but there's no like continuity you have to worry about. So this can very well be your first Game of Thrones experience, and you'll be a-okay. It might even influence you to go and watch the other ones or read the books. So for sure.
The only problem with this is that, if I remember correctly, this is not a problem. It said 100 years before the actual Game of Thrones series starts. Like this,
90.
It's just the fact that it's also not finished. So they're going to run into the same problems that the main Game of Thrones series is.
Well,
eventually.
no, Duncan's story's done.
You know how it ends, but George R. R. Martin still wants to write more books.
They can make it work at least. I feel like having an ending already set in stone is a lot different than not having anything at all. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I got you. That's why I sit there. That's why I said I think more series should do things like this. But also at the same time, it's like George, like
he'll still complain.
No. But it's like George, like one dude just can't like, man, I had a tough life, but I had a good life. I'm chilling in my bed. Like the way their story ends is, I'm not gonna hold you, it's some bullshit. But I'm just gonna let it go.
I like it.
Straight bullshit.
It reminds me of Cyberpunk. I like worlds where the good guys don't get happy endings always. They may achieve a lot, they may cement themselves in history, but
no, I agree. I agree.
A good ending is cool to me, because everything wants to have a good ending,
No, I absolutely agree. I think my problem is, how it ends, but you don't know how it gets there. So it pisses me off, because something happens with, I'm not going to spoil but one of the big characters has a major shift in his personality, and I'm like, okay, how do we get here? And I can tell you, I don't know if you guys have read enough to know what happens, but I can tell you guys after the pod. But it's like, I need to know how we get here so I can buy this ending a little bit more. Because I'm not going to hold you right now. What you're giving me is like, okay, George, you just wanted to be a dick. And you got to give me the breadcrumbs or lay the path to the ending. I got you. But yeah.
I think this is a perfect place to close out the show. Man, we've been here for over 3 hours and we did it for free. So hey, don't ever say chat, don't ever say we haven't given you guys what y'all wanted. This isn't gonna be a normal thing that just happened because it was a very great conversation to have. Anything else you guys want to say before I close it?
Oh, real quick.
And if you do, make it short.
Yeah, Sentence to Be a Hero. Also been cooking. The first 3 episodes are on YouTube right now, and they're about to drop the 6th episode this week, so you can catch up really quickly. It's not the most in-depth story. Like Riddell, I'm kind of curious to see how you would like it because some of the political stuff, especially with one character who I'm pretty sure you know the character I'm talking about, Lonnie, the one that feels like a coward, but he's really not.
Right, Riddell, can you hear us again?
Riddell,
yeah,
the one that's a cowboy. It's really not, especially when you realize how he got into a situation. I think you really like him. So if you have a chance, they dropped a few. There's a few of them that their first 3 episodes dropped. If you can, I know we talked about it 3 weeks ago. Catch up to Sentence to Be a Hero. They are really cooking. It's not going to be the best anime of the season, but it's one of those where like, damn, this was really good. This was a good fun watch.
It's quality. I plan to binge that when it's done, and then there's actually another anime I plan to binge. It's one where this woman's sister adopted another girl, and she hated her sister, but she decided to be the parent for this girl. It's a slice of life. It looks interesting. I plan to watch that eventually once it's all done. Last thing I'm going to say is I already told people to read Under Doctor. I genuinely think this manga is really good. I just hope it doesn't get axed, but it's very interesting. And I talked about it a little bit, but I might as well talk about it a little bit more now. The new manga, Alien Headbutt. If you like pro wrestling and if you like fighting, you're gonna like this manga. Because the premise is he becomes a pro wrestler, and then he has to fight aliens. That's the simplest way I could put it. But
that's why I like anime, man. Because you can give me a dumb premise like that, and it turns out to be great.
Unless it's horses that turn into humans.
Hey,
you can't hit it out the park every time, Miles.
It's track and field.
My closing comments.
Rage mate, you see how fast? You see how quick he gets?
He's cooking.
I hate you, bro.
Make sure y'all read the JJK module this week. We're gonna really see what Yuji's up to.
Please.
It's time to catch up.
Yeah, it is.
You should have been.
Mahito showed back up, Riddell. Like Yuji might have. I don't want to say Yuji might be a villain, but Yuji's in the gray. Yuji's in the gray right now for me. He's in the gray. He's in the gray.
Yuji finally becomes interesting.
Yuji should have never been immortal, man.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yuji should never have been immortal. Ever.
Oh, hey, if you know Gintama, there's another character that became immortal and he became a straight villain. So
I see a little hints of ghetto in there. I see a little hints of ghetto.
Yeah, he's definitely he's seeing the other side of it now.
Oh, we talk. Yuji. Okay, all right.
I need the way Mahito looks when he pops up and he sees Yuji. It's like, yeah, Mahito. I'm not gonna say I need his ass kicked, but let's just say this ain't working out good for you, bro, because you're not gonna come back no more.
It's not even gonna be an ass kicking. Like Yuji had, like that was like low key a top 3 Yuji aura moment. He's not even acknowledging the nigga.
Yuji's on I think Yuji will mop Gojo in them the way he's looking. Like he's like
moving crazy.
He's far above what we've seen. One more thing, and before I was kind of against Riddell and Random about this Hayanarch stuff. Maharaga's a problem. I don't understand. They told us back in the day a 6 eyes user and Maharaga stalemated, but both users died, and How do you beat this thing? I get Sakuna did it. That was Mickey. How do you beat this thing? He's crazy. Countering existences? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
That was like, okay, another great arm moment. He's like, is Maharaga adapting to my curse energy? No. Is he adapting to my existence? I'm like, nigga, what?
I threw a panel. Maharaga just cheesing. Yeah, bitch.
Okay, I need to catch up.
And Dabra just like learning stuff about cursed energy, like every second of the fight. He's like, oh, I can do this now. Oh, I can. What if I just reverse cursed? What if I just tried reverse cursed?
Yeah. He's like, oh, he used positive energy to grow his arm. Can I do that? Oh, I can.
Oh, what is this domain expansion? And he just tries the shit. I'm like, all right, bro. Like,
it looks like one of the coldest. It looks like the low-key the coolest domain expansion ever. It's like the coolest whatever.
This shit's fire.
Are you? What dare I say? Obviously, different in terms of length and depth. Is JJK Modulo hitting that JJK expectations?
It's really good. I wish it was longer.
I wish it was good. Oh, and I don't think this has to be a next week thing, but future thing. The editors of Shonen Jump and of Chainsaw Man said the ending is near. So now is actually like they actually said like now is the time. If you took a break, because I guess they realized a lot of people took a break. They're like, if you took a break, now is the time to start picking it back up.
What, Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, that's what the editor said.
I'll hop back in. I
haven't read it. I'm like 5-6 chapters behind, so I don't know. But they just announced like this week, like it's the climax is here. Shit's about to wrap up.
The last time I read a Chainsaw Man episode, Asa was trying to stop Chainsaw Man from just eating random devils. So like people at one episode, people at one chapter, people just didn't have feet. He ate the feet devil. People just didn't have feet. And then Asa like punched the nigga in the stomach and he threw up the feet devil. So then people got their feet back. I said, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I have no idea what's happening. Like I'm good.
We don't kink shame, man. We don't kink shame. People like feet.
He ate the feet devil. Santo, you just out of feet. Nobody got feet no more. Like feet don't exist. like what are we doing? Why is he able? Why is just a foot devil walking around and nobody knows about it? Especially if we know Chainsaw Man's abilities. Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, it's literally like right now, like all the devils versus Chainsaw Man. Like it's like all out war. Like it's literally like it's gonna be the end of the series probably. So
send the feet devil to the back. What are we doing?
Send the foot to the back. He shouldn't be on the front lines. I agree.
Miles, I'm serious. Like he's fighting everybody, and then Chainsaw Man said, "Ooh, that's the foot devil. Let me run over there, chomp him up real quick." Asa does nothing. She just stands there and watches. What are we talking about?
I'm gonna get tapped in. I thought right at the halfway point. I didn't really get locked in with Asa like y'all did, but maybe she'll grow on me. I was just like, no Denji, I'm out. It was that simple for me.
I get it because I took a break when they just started using the United States as ammo. California punch, Utah kick.
I mean, I like Asa. I thought she provided a very unique perspective. I dropped it once they started doing weird shit with Asa and Denji. I was like, what the fuck what am I reading? What is this? What is this? Mm-hmm. What is this weird shit? Yeah, they gotta stop. I'm good off that.
Fujimoto's a problem. Fujimoto's a real problem.
Check his hard drive, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Check his hard drive. Check JJ Barnett's hard drive.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 115 of the BSS podcast. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Join us on our Patreon. Become members on our YouTube. Join our Discord. You already know what to do. Share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Rate us 5 stars on anywhere you find us. Just rate us 5 stars. The maximum rating. You know what to do. You already know what to do. You know how it is. You guys watch YouTube. Like literally, just share. Just spread the word. #1 anime podcast here on YouTube. You already know what it is. We'll see you guys next week. Much love and stay blessed.